You, what's good? What's good? What's good? Let me bring my guy in here. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me put my thing out here so my guy can come jump in here. Hold on. There we go. There we go. My guy should be waiting backstage. What's good, everybody? What's good? So we got another W. I told
Yo, hi Freezy, how are you?
you,
Welcome.
good, man.
I'm just gonna do a quick shout out. Welcome to Knicks at Night. I'm your co-host Stephen Fox. We have Freezy with us. I don't know how long Freezy will be here, but every second is worth it. Knicks won a gutsy comeback game tonight with a 113-108 victory of the Hawks in Atlanta. We've won 405. We came back from 15 down in the second half, and Emmanuel quickly sparked this win with 16 points and played the entire fourth quarter, except for those few minutes where Bullock gave us all a heart attack, along with Austin Rivers, who also hit a big three. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Quivers backcourt duo is born. They received lots of help from Randall, RJ, Mitch, Rivers, and Kevin Knox. That's right, Kevin Knox, who hit big threes. Our boy Kevin Wright smiling tonight, and rightly so. Yeah, Tibbs D, with the help of Quickly and Rivers, lockdown Trey in the fourth quarter, where they went 1 for 7 from three to preserve this win. Is Quiet Money in the chat yet? We predicted a couple nights ago that Quick was going to come up big tonight. I love this kid. He's special. We'll go over the game. We'll recap the player's performance with the video panel and live chat. And now let me just do a quick shout out to the family in the live chat. Delano Steele, hope all is well. Guillermo, Kodak Vlogs, Ismail Rivas, my brother from the Bronx, Frederick, Josh, how are you? Uncle Fulio, Kaiser Sose, again, one of our regular Sports Vibe TV, Ghetto Intellect, one of our brothers who's fantastic with Freezy on Knicks Morning Drive. How are you, Ghetto Intellect, or GI as his friends call him? Illmatics, back at you, salute, living the good life, and everyone else. And please remember to hit those likes, subscribe, and remind the bells so you don't miss out on any of our Freezy's Knicks at Night and Knicks Morning Drive broadcasts. And please share this link on your favorite social media platforms so we can grow the Blarence Tears family. And thanks again for getting us over the 1,160 subscriber milestone. 1,500, here we come. We greatly appreciate it. And thank you, Freezy, for letting me get in that opening.
Yeah, man. Hey, so you sound excited.
I was screaming, man. A year or so ago, you had that terrible feeling in the belly that was like we were going to lose this game, and we won this game. And Kevin, right? My guy, Kevin, congratulations. Joe, how are you? The boys Rob the Nick. Yo, Mo, how are you? The family is here. Great win. Latrell, be well, our man. Wow, I am jacked tonight. I am really, really, really happy. Boy, the different culture change. Freeze, you have some stuff you want to say?
Yeah, man. So just wanted to say, just want to thank myself back for being in when it comes to the Knicks, and that's usually that's outside of what I normally try to do. I try to keep it real most times and try to keep expectations. But I did ask the question this morning if this team looked like a
You're breaking up, Freezy,
team.
unfortunately.
Okay, all right. Well, let me look. But I'm gonna be working backstage though.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. We got our guys here. We got our chat here. We're going to have a great night. We'll see you later. Hey, there's my guy, Chuck. I love my Chuck. Hey, how are you? Some of you know him as Charles B. Some of you know him as Chuck. I know him as The Truth. So that's my guy. So, fellas, how are you?
The champion's here.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So let me go around. Kevin, how are you tonight?
Very well, very well. How are you doing, Steve? I just want to give you a shout out. I tried to moderate last night. That is much harder than people think it is.
Yeah, it's not easy, but thank you for the kind words. And Practice makes perfect. So, but I had a great mentor in Freezy. There, you don't realize it, but I got my shoes and socks off, and I'm typing with my feet to the chat. I'm doing all this stuff to get everything going.
It's a lot. It really is.
It is a lot, and also, it's 12, 13 pages. There's a lot of preparation for the show that Freezy does. I do. So thank you for the kind words. Joe, how are you? We're going to go around in a second like usual. High level, we'll touch on it, and then we'll get into details. I just wanted to say hello to my family first. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Very, very happy with the win. That's 2 back-to-back close wins that we were able to pull off. So it shows consistency in the fourth quarter. It's a third quarter, but quickly.
We'll get into it in a second. Let me just do a quick, just a quick hello. Rob the Nick, how are you, my friend?
What's up? What's up?
You're what's up?
You got the cigar, Rob?
Are you out of those infernos already?
Nah, I've been on it all game.
How are you, Mo?
I'm chilling, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, man.
New day. Let's do it.
I know a new duo was born tonight. Quivers was born. So how are you, Latrell?
Fired up. Excited to be here with you all. It's a pleasure.
And the chat's favorite and my favorite. How are you, Chuck?
I'm good. Rob owed me money.
Yeah, right.
Oh, a hat. My bad. You owe me a hat.
I don't.
You what? Knox didn't get 20. Knox didn't get 20 in 3 games combined. You got to get
like 23 minutes.
If you put the 2 games together, he played 23 minutes, didn't have 20 points.
Win at all costs.
We're gonna have a great time tonight. Let's start it off with the man with the velvet voice, Kevin from a high level. What was your thoughts of the game tonight? And once we go around, we'll break down each player and we'll go into details. Take it, Kev.
I'm going to say that I like to feel like if anyone on this panel can be critical, it's me. Because I'm the only one on this panel who's not up for tanking, who's thinking that we're going to be good anyways, who thinks that we're probably going to be in this position anyways. So I'm going to be a little bit different tonight. And I'm going to be critical of a couple of things. Some trends that might look good because of the end result, but are leading to very, very bad things. Some things that I don't like at all. But overall, good, glad we got the win. I called it last night anyways, as usual. That's what I do. Because I'm glass half full on this channel. Everyone else like, oh, we're going to suck and be in the lottery. And let's talk about the lottery picks we're going to get next year. These poor Knicks fans and their intolerable suffering they've been through. It's a new day, but good win. But yeah, I'm gonna be critical. I'm gonna be critical tonight.
That's cool. We keep it real. Some days is positive, and some days is being real. So, how are you, Joe? What's your high level overview of the game tonight?
We started off good, and then the third quarter, as usual, Peyton and Bullock dug us a hole, and Quickly and Rivers and Randall dug us out, and RJ dug us out of it.
You forgot one person. Kevin Knox hit those 2 threes that changed this game.
Yeah, 2 big threes at the end of that quarter. He didn't do much else, but that was too big.
But you know what?
Too important.
He didn't need to do anything else. He didn't need to do anything else after that.
That was the fuse for us to change this game around. And I said the other night, I don't think he ever hit a clutch shot for the Knicks. I can't say that anymore.
It's fair.
No, he hit 2 clutch shots that got the momentum going. I thought Tibbs did a good job. I was worried Tibbs was going to stick with Peyton and Bullock, but he went out with his 4-quarter run with Quickly and Rivers. And I'm telling you, the 2 of them together are going to be something nice to watch. Because 2 guys that can create shots, 2 guys that can pass. They take a load off of Randall a little bit. I felt like majority of the game, Randall was doing what Randall could do, but too much pressure on him, trying to do too much with the starting unit. But when Quickly and Rivers come in, they helped them take the load off. One I'm worried though is the minutes Randall and RJ is playing. Today was it over 40 minutes for 3 games straight now.
Yeah, Randall's number 1 in the league, and RJ's number 3 in the league in minutes.
Yeah.
It's the other way
Crazy.
around.
And
Yeah,
vice
around.
versa.
Yeah.
I was close at least. So,
But,
hey,
yeah,
Rob, what
good
was your
win.
high-level overview of the game tonight?
Great game, great game. They showed determination, grit, never gave up. I never thought the game was in question anyway.
You
Even
didn't?
when they got down. They was playing too hard. I knew down the stretch, just like Indiana. Cream always rise to the top.
Quick always rises to the top. Yo, Mo, what's your thoughts on the game tonight?
Yeah, I mean that was crazy because I mean honestly, I didn't really see us winning that game. At some point, we were down like 15, and you know the problem was that we'd only played quickly 3 minutes, and as soon as he played, the whole energy, everything changed. The world got better. So it's just a matter of like us understanding that quickly is like the future, our future. Like I really think this guy, like I think someone said his timing was off. Like
Tibbs.
when he gets it, Tibbs said his timing is off. So when he gets his timing, you mean he's gonna be like pulling up, shooting threes? Like what's up? What's happening? This is crazy. We need to see what we got.
I know, and I can't wait till he gets a little more selfish. He gave up a couple of open shots tonight to give it to Randall and a few others. When the game slows down a little more for him and he gets his timing back, God willing, no other injuries for the rest of the year, he's going to be a sniper. So, what do you think, Latrell?
Couple things. Number one, coaching matters. I feel like I've said that every single time on the show, and it bears repeating. Coaching does matter. I love good R.J. Barrett and good Mitchell Robinson. It makes me happy inside. We're starting to see the kids develop. Emmanuel quickly. Look, I never get faked out on my television. That's one thing that never happens to me. I got faked out on my television by this young fella tonight. He
On that
faked me
dunk?
out.
I know. Blue
He
pen.
faked- The one at the sideline. I think it was on Trae Young. He faked him out. He was like going to stop. He did that stop and go move. He faked me out. And I'll be honest, I never get faked out. He faked me out. So I got to give love to that kid. And Julius Randle's a monster. I mean, look, it's early. I don't want to overreact, but we should be excited. We're starting to see things happen. It doesn't mean it's going to happen the whole season. No, but at least they're starting to play good basketball in stretches, and that's something we haven't seen in a while. There is some things that can be sustainable. So we'll see, but very good.
Yeah. And my man Chuck, your thoughts at a high level?
Yeah, when Trae went to the bench, the lead went with him. What the hell? Randall.
And when Peyton went to the bench, that's what helped us too.
All right. But directly, Young. But Randall and RJ. I mean, I don't think 43 minutes is sustainable, but they gritted it out tonight. And Rivers did a good job once Trae came back in the game. So Rivers stuck to him pretty good, not to let him get off and sustain the lead. That's what the game boiled down to me.
Yeah. Just a quick thing. The Knicks came into the game on defense this season, they were number one in the league in opposing 3-point percentage at 29%. They were third in the league in opposing field goal percentage at 43%. They were fourth in the league on opposing points at 104.7 points a game, and they were eighth in the defensive ranking. And the Hawks came into the game, into the game second in the league in points at 120 points a game. They came in second in the league in foul total attempts at 27.8. They came in second into the game on offensive rating at 116.6. They came into the game second in the league in rebounds at 49.2. They came into the game second in the league in second chance points at 19.5, and they came in fourth in the league with 3-point percentage at 50%. So as the old saying, good defense beats a good offense. Wow. I didn't know it was going to happen all the way. At first, I thought it was going to be a blowout, but man, we turned it around. You know, I'm going to kick it right back to you, Chuck.
Hey, can I get some before I get?
Oh, I apologize. Sometimes I don't know if you're there or whatever. I apologize, Freezy. Please take it.
I'm clapping my hands in the corner for that three. I know my point guard's gonna see me in that corner sooner or later. So just want to throw some stuff out there. Hey, everybody, make sure that you know, we be respectful of the point guard and everything. Foxy is my man. He do an excellent job at night. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, and make sure that y'all remember that Uncle Freezy is right all the time. I told Chuck B this morning. I asked Chuck B and some others on the KMD with the Knicks morning drive that the Knicks is probably potentially a 6 seed, and that we're knocking off good teams without being at full strength. And so we knocked off the Atlanta Hawks tonight on their knocked off the Atlanta Hawks. And I just want to tell Kev W, you're not the only one that's being optimistic, man. You gotta. I'm with you. I'm optimistic.
I'm glad somebody is, Freezy.
Yeah, I'm optimistic by nature. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one who have been through a lot of bad things in my life, so being an optimist feels good to me. So, but anyway, what the Knicks did with the shortened roster, without Alec Burks, without Obi Toppin, is impressive on the road. So when y'all make y'all comments and stuff, just keep in mind that now with a 7-game or 11-game sample size, if you count the preseason, look at what's happening this year, and stop looking at what happened in the past with bad coaches and bad rosters. Man, when you make your analysis, and I know you guys are smart guys, but what I'm saying is we have to take into account that this is a different Knicks organization right now. You know what I'm saying? From top to bottom, we're a totally different organization, and you can see it on the court. So anyway, I'm a dip out, man, and walk around for a little bit, but I'll be listening, Foxy, if you need me.
Hey, Freezy, as always, thanks so much for your support and your kind words. We greatly appreciate it, man.
Dog, I swear I didn't know you were white. I swear, no, I'm just joking. That's going back to another conversation, y'all. So anyway, I'm gonna back out of the way and let y'all eat, man.
Thanks so much. Okay, I'm gonna kick it back to you, Chuck, and we're gonna start off with Peyton. And I'll just do a real high level on Peyton. In the first half, he had 10 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, no steals, 1 turnover, but he finished the game at 14 points. 6 for 18 shooting. Didn't shoot any threes tonight, thank God. He was 2 for 2 from the line, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, no steals, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers in 29 minutes, and he was a negative 11. So it was a typical Elford game. A lot of missed, shots in the paint. He hit some beautiful passes. But a typical Peyton game. So, what'd you think about Peyton tonight?
Okay, for one, Freezy just came in here, lied and left. A lot of that didn't make sense. And it's a good thing he left before I could get him.
What do you ever get?
Huh?
Other than a mail, probably. That's the only thing you get.
Come on, Kevin. This is the people's champion you're talking to. This is the people's champion.
I don't know who the people is. I don't know who the people is.
You might want to find your neighbor's dog to walk or something, because I'm getting you tonight.
I don't know why. You can't come for me.
Boys.
Oh, I'm coming straight for you. I'm coming straight for you. All right, let's not act like the Hawks was at full strength. The players they were missing are better than the players the Knicks were missing. Okay. So now, okay. Huh?
What?
Oh, they not?
Here we go.
Really?
Go ahead.
Rondo.
Please let Chuck finish his soliloquy.
Rondo.
Let
Gallinari.
him finish. I'm going to get him later.
Oh, please try. Rondo, Gallinari, Snell, Dunn.
I'll give you the Gallinari. I agree.
Snell.
You don't give me Rondo?
No, I agree with that.
Rondo over Burks? I'd rather have Burks than Rondo.
No, Burks, that's it.
But you just said Rondo. I said I'd rather have Burks than Rondo. Especially at this stage of Rondo's career, I'd rather have Burks.
Rondo, Gallinari.
Gallinari is the only one.
Hey, look,
Okay,
not
we
even
got one,
Gallinari,
Burks.
because Gallinari not scoring more than Hunter in 6
We got
games.
one Burks. All right. Well, anyway.
And I'd rather have Obi than a Kongu.
I don't know about that.
I'd rather have you not be in denial.
That's not denial. I'd rather have Obi than a Kongu, yeah.
Fuck, you are in denial. You're the definition of denial.
Who, me?
Yes.
I'm the only one making.
No, but let Chuck finish his nonsense.
Yeah, let Chuck have his flow.
Yeah,
It's his
please.
turn. It's his turn. He's allowed to say what he wants.
Yeah. Stop hating on me. Peyton. Okay, Peyton. Oh man, the numbers look bad, but he was getting to the basket. So the attempts were high level attempts. You know what I'm saying? He just missed a lot of bunnies.
Yep.
So it's not like he was forcing shots. He was getting to the basket. He was just off from close. But all right, 6 for 18, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. But he did a good job controlling the tempo with Randall, like they always do. But other than that, the 12 misses, I gotta give him a strike for the 12 misses, even though they were good attempts.
Yeah.
But you gotta make those shots.
Yeah, when you're 5 feet away, man, you gotta make those shots.
Yeah, you gotta make those shots. I was just giving him kudos for being able to get in the lane consistently. But I gotta take points away from him for missing the bunnies.
Yeah.
But that's all I got on Peyton.
You know, one of the Knicks family passed away yesterday, Paul Westphal. He was a great player, Hall of Fame player, 3-time NBA, and they showed a lot of the highlights of him. And so many of his highlights were shooting shots off the backboard. And I'm like saying, whether it's Peyton or some of the other guys, will you learn to use the backboard for, goodness sake? Can you learn to, use all the tools afforded to you? Certain angles, the best shot is off the backboard. So there's a square on that backboard for a reason. So hopefully maybe Peyton will take some classes on that. Let me kick it to Latrell. What'd you think about Peyton tonight?
Yeah, the one thing I'll say that I agree with Chuck. I thought he got to the basket. That was not the issue. He was able to get into the paint, but I can't excuse going 6 for 18. He just couldn't finish, and he deserved to be on the bench at the end of the game. It was a difference to me from the Pacers game because I thought even though the Rivers quickly thing looked good in the Pacers game, I understood why Tibbs went with Peyton to finish the game because Peyton was playing well in that game and he deserved to finish. Tonight, no. You got to keep quickly on the floor. You got to keep Rivers on the floor. And you saw a coach that isn't afraid to go with the hot hand. It was absolutely the right decision. I've seen so many coaches say, nope, I'm going to go back to my starters and not ride the hot hand. We have a coach that's going to put the best guys that he thinks gives them the best chance to win. No hurt feelings. I don't care about Peyton's confidence. Peyton probably will start the next game. I know people will be upset about that, but it was a typical Peyton game. Frustrating at times, good at times, but it's not inconsistent. But I'll pass it off to the next guy.
You want to take it, Mo? You're on mute.
Yeah, so I completely agree with Latrell. It's Alfred. Alfred's one of those guys who we're just gonna have to tolerate him. He's just gonna be a roster spot that we have to tolerate. He'll give us good, he'll give us bad, but we just have to live with it. But we just need to be thankful that we have Emmanuel Quickly. That's really I'm flabbergasted. I'm wondering if this is Stephen Curry. This is I'm through the roof. That's really all I got, man. I got nothing when it comes to Alfred Payton. So.
Hey, something in Peyton that impressed me today was quickly talking. Did you hear him saying that
Yeah, he
Peyton
said
has,
Peyton was being a good leader to him.
Yeah.
so off the court and the stuff like that, he's showing veteran leadership, sharing, tips and tricks to the kid. So, Randall's been doing that with the bigs, and now Peyton's doing that with the quick. So I have to, say, hey, thank you, man. There's a lot we can get angry on Peyton, but that's pretty cool that he doesn't have to do that, and some guys don't do that. So for him to do that, and I just love hearing Quick say that this team really likes each other. We got a chemistry. We hang together. That's a dangerous team, a team that likes each other.
Yeah.
So, Rob the Nick, Mr. Inferno, what do you think of Peyton tonight?
Well, Peyton did what he was supposed to do, get into the lane. What he haven't been doing since last year is what he's doing now. He's getting into the lane and he's putting up shots. That helps. Put up shots. Don't just go into the lane and dribble back out. Show somebody that you're a threat to shoot. And as long as he does that, he can, it's just a matter of time before he'll be doing it from the bench, though. But, keep it up. That's all. But like I said, ain't really nothing to say about Peyton because he's on borrowed time.
That's well said. Joe, your thoughts on Peyton?
Yeah, Peyton's doing more than he done last year. He's been averaging like 10-6, 10-7 his whole career. He's doing more scoring this year. His assist numbers are coming down. So Peyton just doing what Peyton does and what we expect. Maybe a little bit more, but as Rob said, it's a matter of time where he's going to be doing it off the bench or for somebody else. I was all for waving Peyton, but he's gaining trade value. So if he's putting up numbers, maybe if Quickly and Rivers do take their spots, and Rivers might get moved, he might get some better value for him. But other than that, it's nothing special with Peyton.
And Mr. Wright, we'll finish up with you on Peyton.
Peyton is garbage. Peyton is awful every time he's on the court. Every time I see, I know you had tweet. When the Knicks put out like, "Oh, we're going with the starting five," and I look and I see Elfrid Payton and Reggie Bullock, I just be like, "Oh, here we go again."
It's depressing.
Elfrid Payton, and this is the thing about it. I do think, unlike Bullock, Reggie Payton.
That's
Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, I was about to say
double whammy of bad right there.
Yeah,
that's too much bad.
It's like an evil, like Superman would fight. That guy, an evil villain.
Elfrid Payton is probably going to remain the starting point guard. It hurts me to my soul, but that's just unless Tibbs has just a complete 180 of his entire coaching career, I just think that he's going to keep riding with Elfrid Payton. I think Elfrid Payton's minutes are going to be reduced. I think he'll be around the 18, 20-minute mark a game. But when he's in there, he's just going to play buddy ball. With
Randall.
And that's all he looks for. Tonight. I don't know if he literally. I mean, I'm pretty sure he does, but I don't know if he passes to anybody else. The only time he'll ever pass to somebody is like they're like blatantly just wide open.
He's been passing to Mitch lately,
and he'll probably still be looking for Randall first.
Okay,
but it's
I noticed that Tibbs has been bringing in Quick, like with a minute left in the first quarter. So Peyton's playing almost that whole first quarter.
So this is what I get, and I don't know if I want to get on the Tibbs thing right now because that's a part of my consternation that Tibbs will do. Tibbs is very hell bent with his rotations. He's like, I'm going to play my starters.
He's very regimented
up until this point, regardless of what is happening. I'm going to play him, and then he'll bring in his bench. Like it's like clockwork. Like in the third quarter, there was no reason to have Bullock and Payton in that game as long as they did the start of the third quarter. Now I'm pretty sure watching the game like they need to be out of this game. But Tibbs like, nope, I'm going to bring in my bench at 5 minutes, and that's what I'm going to do. Regardless, the only time he changes that up is in the fourth quarter. Like you know for a fact that they're going to play in the first quarter. That the starting lineup's going to play until about 4 to 3 minutes left, and then he'll bring in the second unit till about 5 minutes to go in the second.
Kevin, just really quick to your point about Tibbs playing guys 40-plus minutes tonight for just Randall. Randall's played 40-plus minutes just 3 times in his first 6 NBA seasons. Tonight he played 43 minutes.
Yeah, and it's
we can't take him off the floor.
I understand. That will change when Obi gets back. And I didn't know that Noel. I was kind of I thought Noel was benched, but then he got hurt. I guess the news came out in the middle of the game that he hurt his ankle.
Yeah.
But I was like, I thought he just wasn't playing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
He tried to give it a try during warm-ups and then decided against it.
But his minutes will come down once Obi gets back. But right now it's just something that we got to live with. I was a little bit upset, but I understood why he did it in the fourth quarter. But Randall, we'll get into Randall later. But yeah, Elfrid Payton is garbage, but we're stuck with him, and it is what it is.
Cool. Then we're going to kick it to you, Latrell. We're going to talk about the Golden Boy, RJ. So just from a very high level. And first, let me just do a quick shout out to the chat. Hope all is well, everyone. Ronald Miller, one of my favorites. He asks great questions every night that helps this job make it so much easier. I'm always taking questions from him. Again, Ghetto Intellect. Please check him out in Knicks Morning Drive. He's wonderful. I call him Master Toe for Ghetto, Master Toe like Master Po from Kung Fu. The guy's always got wisdom, and he's one of my favorites, man. Travi Trey. Payback Carter's in the house. Can't do it like my freeze, but I try. Brother BKL Contreras, Robert Kahn, Kaiser Sose again, Our Future Gaming, again, one of our regulars. Appreciate all your support. Ed from the River, Anthony 212. Just a reminder, please hit all that like, subscribe, remind the bell so you don't miss out on any Freezies, Knicks at Night, and Knicks Morning Drive broadcast. And please share this link on your favorite social media platforms, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, etc. And thanks again for helping us blow through 1,160 subscribers, 1,500. Here we come. We greatly appreciate it. Also, a shout out to the greatest mods on the planet, Sima Singh, the new Knicks, Bodega Wi-Fi. We appreciate all you do. So RJ, we're gonna go right to you in a second, Latrell. First half, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, no turnovers. Finished the game, 26 points, 10 for 19 shooting, 1 for 5 from 3, so he wasn't hitting from long distance tonight, but 5 for 7 from the line, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, no blocks, no turnovers for the whole game. Brutal 44 minutes. He was a plus 13. So the kid is 2 strong games after coming back from that, that snide of 0 for 21 from 3 and only shooting 26% from 2-point land. So take it, my friend.
Yeah, I thought he took good shots. Number one, I thought he took the right shots tonight. I thought his mid-range game he had going a little bit. I thought he worked hard, man. I mean, I'm big with guards getting rebounds. I'm always big on guards having to rebound. And the fact that RJ, I don't know what he had last game. I think he had a high number of rebounds too. But the guards are rebounding for Tibbs, and I like that.
Yeah, 5 last game.
Okay. Defensively, the Hawks are very difficult to guard, and I thought RJ, whoever he was matched up with the whole game, he competed. We're asking RJ to do a lot of things. We're asking him to score. We're asking him to rebound. We're asking him to pass, to make the right basketball play. And he's learning. He's made mistakes in some of the games where we've seen it. And we've called him out. And we've said, what are you doing? You're going to make him miss shots in this league, but you can't lose your mind. And tonight, I like how he played tonight. He played an under-control game. And if this is the RJ Barrett that we can get consistently, then he's going to be fine. Can we get it consistently? It's still a work in progress with RJ. It's either you get good RJ, you get bad RJ. I just want consistent RJ, which is good RJ. That's all I got to say. But he was good.
I like 26 points work in process. Progress.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that.
Hey, Rob, what you think about our guy RJ tonight?
RJ plays solid. That's what we expect from our third pick of the draft. Spreewell, shoot, that's what we expect. We expect him to do that. It's not that we're expecting him to do too much. He's doing exactly what we need him to do. And he don't get no kudos just because the third pick is doing something. He's doing exactly what we need him to do, and he looked good doing it. He had good spacing. He had some bad. He a couple of bad shots though, but not on the overall. He gets an A all day long. He gets an A. RJ played hard. He rebounded. He assisted. He played defense, and we won because of it. So, kudos to him, as Clyde would say.
Cool. Hey, quick. We have a super chat. Just a quick shout out to Quiet Money. I correspond with him a lot. So a couple nights ago we were talking, and we were talking about the game coming up. And pardon me, we both said, you know what? Got a gut feeling Quick's going to have a good game against Atlanta. So Quiet Money, thank you. And his super chat tonight is Quickly will be a starter soon. We hope so. We hope so. We're taking it slow, but this kid is taking it. And when you look at his stats tonight, they're not really impressive. And we'll get there a little later. But he was a spark plug. Man, he scored points, but he only, I think, he had one assist and 2 rebounds. But he was a plus 17, man. The kid plays smart. So Quiet Money, as always, man. Thank you. You're a good luck charm for our Knicks, and love talking with you. So we'll kick it to you, Joe. Your thoughts on RJ tonight?
Yeah, Latrell and Rob said it all. He balled out. He played well. He played defense. He rebounded the ball well. He took some bad shots, but not every shot you're going to take in a game are going to be good shots. Some of them, he did hit great from 3, but he realized that his game is in the inside and in mid-range, and he put up some nice mid-range shots. I think, he dominated Cam Reddish, which I kind of knew he had a good game against him. If there's anyone that know RJ better than Cam Reddish or that know Cam Reddish well, it'd be RJ, because they played in practice together with Duke. So, and every time RJ has faced him, he's had a good matchup against him. So yeah, this is what we expect from RJ. And as Latrell said, it has to be consistent. We've had 2 good games, and it's always been where RJ have 2 or 3 good games and then 2 or 3 bad games. So we need to keep it. If he can, not asking 26 points every game, but if he could keep it even around 17, 18, and then some games with 20, I'd be happy. But RJ, as Chuck said it before, RJ is not going to be Batman, but he can be a solid Robin if he just play consistently. So
yeah,
I was happy with RJ. Let's do
the
same thing now again let's do the same thing again now on Thursday.
Yeah. So what do you think, Kev, about RJ tonight?
RJ was good. We all know that his shot is going to be up and down. That's going to be nothing new. He kept us in the game. He drove. I like to see the mid-range game of his come along like he did. I think that should probably be where he can attack the most. He bailed us out in the shot clock a couple times tonight. And I know he's 20, but it's 41, 43 minutes he played tonight.
Yeah, he played 44 actually.
44, wow.
Way too much. I think he 40 the last game too.
Yeah, the last game he played 42, a little over 42 and change.
That's just something that's just I don't want him to sustain long. That's how he's going to get burnt out. I mean,
Him and Randall.
We're only in the 7th game of the season,
Yeah.
and we'll have games where it's every other night and back to backs, and it's too much, and I don't
So
want
he's
to see
not
him.
going to play that when these players come back, Kev. It's just an anomaly right now. He has to. We don't have our players. Once we get Burt back, his minutes is going to drop. Don't worry about that.
I hope so. I hope Burks is,
RJ should really be at 35 to 37
He was
minutes.
35 before Burt got hurt,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
right? So let's
That's
go by
where he
what
should
we
be.
know.
That's
Yeah.
where
He
he should
wasn't playing 40 minutes. So
Yeah.
we can leave that alone. He was not playing 40 minutes.
Same with Rondo when Obi comes back.
Randall too. Yeah, right now we're playing at a disadvantage, but we're winning. So that
Yes,
shouldn't
when-
even be a topic. That the minutes that he's playing, he's
You're right,
20
Rob.
years old.
You're right.
like I said, the thing with, like I said, it's just, fatigue is eventually going to catch up, and it's going to catch up soon. Like
Yep,
Randall's looking gas. You
He
can tell
is.
that towards the end of the games, Randall's like, whew, he's barely hanging on.
And this
And,
season's brutal. It's basically 1 game on, 1 game off, 1 game on. So he's not going to have a 2-day or a 3-day
Yeah.
type of holiday anywhere.
back to
So-
backs, and then a day off, and then another game. It's crazy.
It's something we don't. How long is? It's like that injury to Obi was like 7 to 10 days to evaluate, but I'm pretty sure it's been more than 7 days. Because it's probably been 10 days.
He's probably going to miss a
been
month because it's going to be 7 to 10 days, and then they reassess it at that point. So
I wonder if they reassssed it at least.
yeah, well,
When they said that, I
you look
thought
pretty
it was
mobile on
like
the bench,
Congratulations,
congratulating the
guys.
guys.
But yeah. So we have a lot of injuries. We have a lot of players that have injury histories. So it's going to be a long season when it comes to that. It's just, I don't want to overtax these guys all at one time. But I understand, like, especially with Julius, is not that much, but you can mix and match with RJ. I understand not want to take him out in the fourth, because Lord, I wouldn't want to put Elfrid back in either. But he was pretty good. He was pretty good. I'm glad that his shot was falling, especially the mid range. It's something he should work on. So.
Yeah, and Ronald Miller from the chat, who's always saying stuff, and he's just reiterating something he brought up earlier, but it's updated now. RJ and Randall are 1 and 2 in the league in minutes, and they better be cognizant of that, because that will have a price to pay at the end of the season if they keep this up.
I mean, the one thing we know about Tibbs, he likes to play his guys' minutes. He's not afraid to do that. He's done that wherever he's gone. He's not afraid to do that.
Yeah.
But to Rob's point, once we get our guys back, the hope is we can get it back to normal.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to kick it back to.
Hopefully, we can stay healthy too, because my worry is like
Jesus Christ.
Not just saying the thing is too, going down the stretch, if we're running for the playoffs. That's the thing. You don't want these guys gassing out when we need wins.
Yeah. So, Kev, I got another present for you too. We're about to talk about Bullock.
I never went.
Oh, I apologize. Thank you, guys. From time to time, just going from that. I
Let
apologize.
me guess. RJ sucks and
no, my bad.
We're gonna trade him.
No, this is a Chuck. RJ sucks, and
my apologies.
That's
Can't
all right.
do nothing go on the floor.
I'm just waiting for them to get done. Y'all
Let
done?
our guy talk.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Y'all done? Because y'all interrupt each other all the time. So if y'all not done, just get done so I can have the floor. I'm the quickest one. Okay, thank you. Now, RJ. The first half, his defense wasn't that good. I can't tell them apart, Hunter or Reddish. One of them scored on them a few times. Easy
Hunter
bag.
had a nice game.
But other than that, solid. The one thing I want to see is less three-point attempts. I want to see them take it from 5 to 3. Overall, of it, he had a solid offensive game. Of it in the extra 2 threes. He's the only player that didn't have a turnover. So he took care of the ball.
And that's a lot of minutes not to have a turnover.
Yeah, exactly. So he had a pretty good game. Pretty solid game. Quick.
Yep.
Quick. See how that's quick, y'all?
Anybody else I miss? I apologize. Sometimes I get mixed up on my things. Age is a terrible thing. So, so Kev, let's go to your favorite and my favorite. Well, not necessarily Bullock, because I thought when at the end of the fourth, when Tibbs took out Quick for defensive purposes and brought in Bullock. If we lost that game, I think there would have been a posse set up for us to hunt down Bullock because
Do we have to talk about Bullock?
You know, I'm gonna you know, here's the thing about Bullock.
Let's make it quick.
Just before you go,
We all know that
I'll forget what he did in the first half. He finished the game with 7 points, 3 for 6 shooting, 0 for 2 from 3, 1 for 2 from the line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, no steals, no blocks, 2 turnovers in 26 minutes, and he was a -2 plus minus.
we all know my slogan: Bullock got to go.
Yeah.
When I hate the fact that Tibbs puts in a veteran just to play a veteran, because Bullock should have never came back in that game in the fourth quarter. He should have never came back in that game because they got a little bit of him. Had there been a lot more time in the game, they could have came back the way he's played, because he had that dumb turnover where he threw the ball on the back of the backboard.
Oh my gosh!
And then he did something else dumb before that too.
Yeah, but the play right before that, if he kept Quick in, Quick would have ran to Randall. None of the guards came to Randall when he got the ball and it was stolen.
Exactly. Yeah, he did that, and it's like, why are you in the backcourt waiting for the ball? Bullock, get away from the ball. Get away from the ball. I've never thought a player go away from the ball. I'm telling him, get away from the ball, because he frustrates me so much. He is the one player that just completely frustrates me to my soul, and he just got to go. I am counting the days till I see a DNP by Reggie Bullock. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, we're brothers on that one for sure. Hey, Joe, you want to take it?
2 words or 3 words. Reggie Bullock gotta go. He's
Hey,
gotta
1
go.
second.
That's really all I have to say.
In Unity, there's power on 3. Bullock's got to go. Chat, video chat, live chat on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bullock has got to go. God, I hate that guy. So, Rob, you have anything you want to add to?
I don't really think as though that Bullock has to go. Bullock just need minutes reduced. He can be a specialist because he's an on-ball defender. He was a 3
for 30 seconds in a garbage time.
He was a 3-and-D guy before he got here. Everybody's working out the kinks. It's 6 games in. Okay, he doesn't need what he's getting right now though. But like I said, them 7 points helped. And like I said, he's an on-ball defender. That's all I got to say about him. It wasn't like anything more.
Yeah. Well, vets should be hitting both of their foul shots in crunch time too. He missed one. So, what do you think, Latrell?
I got nothing on Bullock. All I got is he's just slow. I don't like slow players. I mean, Pablo, unless you got a high IQ and you play defense, I don't even think Bullock's defense is that good. I mean, I'm not saying it's terrible, but I was told that he was a great defender, and through 7 games, I don't think it's been that great. But Chuck, I'm going to be quick. I'll pass it to you. I got nothing.
You know, when he screwed up in the last few games, he had a stupid smile after he made a mistake. He didn't have that smile tonight, man. Take it, Chuck.
Oh man, terrible. So I don't have nothing. No positive. His shot looked bad, and I thought he was a knockdown shooter, and he's fooling me. So
I don't like line drive jump shooters, man.
Yeah. I said that it's a line. Oh man, there's no arch on it. Like
it's either going to go in. He's so streaky, it's going to go in, or it's going to come up short every time.
Oh man, he looked much better last year. So I had high hopes for him because he was one of the guys that I did want back, but he's playing himself out of the rotation as far as I'm concerned. So I'm done with the Bullock.
Okay. I'm going to kick it to you, Rob. We're going to talk about Julius tonight. So Julius in the first half, big first half, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, but he finished the game up with 28 points, 11 for 19 shooting, 0 for 5 from 3. So he didn't have his 3 game going. 6 for 8 from the line, 17 rebounds, 9 assists. So if we had Burks there, he would have had another triple-double tonight if a few of the other guys weren't had their shots going tonight. 1 steal, no blocks, 7 turnovers. So he had 4 more turnovers in that second half, but he's trying to do so much. 2 personal fouls, 43 minutes. With all of that, he was still a positive 5 plus minus.
Randall is a beast. Randall can't be contained by nobody on that floor. He was hard in the bank. He was able to rebound. He played, aside from the turnovers that, when you got that much responsibility with the ball, that's going to happen, even though 7 is a lot. I prefer him to be between 2 and 3, 4 at the max. But other than that, he played hard. I'm just glad that he wasn't the culprit at the end with Bullock on that, because he's the one who led to the turnover first. Him trying to over dribble, but Tibbs took the point guard out the game. That's something that he's gonna have to reevaluate when he do things like that. He might have to pick another player to pull out, because you're gonna always need somebody to control the ball and have the ball in their hands, especially somebody who can shoot free throws like Quickly. If Quickly was in the game, I don't think that would have ever happened.
Yeah.
But they got past it and they learned from it, so we good.
Yeah. The other morning, Ghetto Intellect said some real deep stuff, from his past and stuff, talking about shooting, about how legs are so important in shooting. And besides form and everything, but legs are so important. And do you think Randall, especially on threes now, you think with all these minutes he's putting in, that the 3 may be impacted with, those legs? When he's in the paint stuff, he's using that upper body a lot for those shots with those one hand coming across the paint and stuff. But out there beyond the arc, that's maybe where the fatigue may be setting in on the guy.
Yeah, but I'm really not giving anybody with 7 games, because you played 40 minutes a couple of games, any excuses about no shots. It's a make or miss league. That's what they call it. It's 7 games in. He missed them earlier within the first 5 minutes of the game. He missed them. So the 43 minutes really didn't have nothing pretty much to do with it. He missed early. He just didn't have it tonight from 3, but he had it in a whole bunch of other places. So I'm fine with it. He missed it. It didn't cost us a win. So I'm good with him.
For sure. Hey, Joe, your thoughts on Randall tonight?
Me?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Thing I criticized Randall about was his defense, and his numbers weren't going into wins. And Randall is starting to change my mind about him an awful lot, because now he's playing not just solid defense, like very, very, very good defense against very good players. And his numbers are now turning into wins. So in order for this team to keep winning, you got to keep Randall and figure out what you're going to do with Obi. If you're going to put Obi in a different position, if you're just going to have him come off the bench. But as of right now, you got to keep Randall, and you got to just, if anything, if you're making a trade, you got to try to put someone with Randall. Because I think this team, the way they're going, they can win a lot of games. Like if we got one more piece, this team is a guaranteed playoff team. And Freeze ain't wrong. This team aren't far off going to be a 7 or 6 seed. Never mind us talking about trying to get in like 10 seed or whatever. But with Randall's playing, if he keeps it up, I'm going to have his back, because he's doing exactly what he should be doing. And it's not the numbers, it's the defensive side of the ball that is impressing me.
Yeah,
so I'm happy with Randall. He balled out again tonight. He nearly had a triple-double. Turnovers need to come down a little bit, but when you're a power forward that's handling the rock that much, you're going to turn it over. So I'm happy with Randall.
Yeah. What you think, Kev? on Randall tonight.
What I've noticed about Julius is when he has some moments where he will revert back to old Julius. There's some moments in tonight's game I was like, Julius is really feeling himself. Because he was bringing the ball up court, and Rivers was, he was clapping for him to pass it, and Julius was like, "Nah, I got this." And I was like, "You kind of feeling yourself right now, ain't you, Julius?
Yep.
You might want to get that ball up to Rivers and let him bring it up the court." He presses as like the more tired he gets, the more he presses.
Yep.
And that should be an opposite. Like I don't know why he wants to take on more of the load when you're already at like minute 40. It's like you have teammates, they can handle, but it's like he wants to be the starter. Like he wants it all in him. Like, look at me, I've been playing great, and if we win, it's because of me. And it's like, okay. And then I'm not hating on Julius. I'm not knocking him.
Yes, you are.
This is just an opposite. Okay, so I can't say Julius presses because so you're saying he's not pressing? Is that it?
Well, but you wouldn't know the reason why.
I'm saying the reason why.
The interpretation of what the man is doing and what the man is thinking. That's wrong.
So he ain't feeling himself when he waving off Austin Rivers.
We don't know. we can't say that. You assuming.
I'm with you, Rob.
I'm assuming
exactly.
He doesn't want to give the ball to the guard to bring it up the court.
Assuming. He put the
What other reason could it possibly be that Julius Randle doesn't want to give up the ball to Austin Rivers to bring it to the court?
Tied as he was when Doc went to the basket and missed, who tipped it in? The tired man. On the 44th
It has
minute.
nothing to do.
You're calling
giving the ball to Rivers and bringing it to the court.
He's playing through it.
Again, you're overlooking what I'm saying.
No, you're saying that he was tired and this year he didn't pass the ball here.
I said he's feeling himself. That's what I'm saying. Again, you haven't given one reason why Julius Randle would wave off Austin Rivers.
Look, they said Djokovic, the Joker, he's leading the lead in turnovers for Denver. And he has the ball all the time.
Anybody that's a high usage is going to be,
This has nothing to do with Julius handing the ball over. I said Julius is feeling himself because Austin Rivers called for the ball and Julius Randle waved him off. That had nothing to do with turnovers. That had nothing to do with fatigue. That had nothing to do with anything. Other than Julius Randle is feeling himself and like, this is my team. I got the ball.
I'm the man.
In charge of the offense.
I think there could. I'll save it for mine. I'll be quiet.
Tibbs put him in charge of the offense. So
I'm pretty sure that Tibbs was like, okay, if Austin Rivers if there's few people on the team that call for the ball, you can give it up to him. Austin Rivers might be at the top of Tibbs' list.
Well, but check it out. Austin only been back for one game. Okay.
When people, now I see what it sounds like when people say I make excuses for Kevin.
No, I'm just
because
saying.
this seems like it's just an excuse for Julius Randle because they're not valid. You can give the ball to Austin Rivers. It's okay.
You're talking about one play.
It's not one play. It happens a couple times where Julius will wave people off.
Yeah, Kev, you hate
and do what Julius does because people have built Julius up. And it's not, again, this isn't me coming down. This is me pointing out the obvious. If he's feeling himself, he's feeling himself. That's fine.
But we don't know.
You're making it seem like it's a problem that he's feeling high and mighty.
But we don't know that.
We don't know anything that goes on in the locker room. But we sit here and talk about it every night. That's the purpose of this.
Well, but look, talk about the man's almost triple-double.
So, again, I said, what did I say when I came on here tonight, Steve?
You said he was instrumental.
I'm going to be critical because there's things that when the season goes on and games get tighter, there's things that shouldn't happen. Like that when he turned the ball over
to the woodshed tonight.
When he turned the ball over tonight in the fourth quarter, the play before the last one, he should have gave the ball up. But he didn't. But we're not going to say that. But we're not going to say nothing because he played a great game. Just because a player plays a great game means that we can't criticize them for the mistakes that they made.
On a win?
Spreewell, this is what I was talking about.
A win or a loss. I mean, just because we won and just because he had 28 and 17, that he didn't have bad plays at all. That's what I'm saying. He played a perfect game, and that's a perfect game.
That's part of the game.
I'm saying it's things that they need to clean up. If they're not that good, as everyone keeps saying, that there's things that they need to clean up, right?
But nobody is disagreeing.
Is that something that they should clean up?
It seems as though you're concentrating on that.
Do you think Tibbs is concentrating on it?
That's his job.
And my job, what I want is, I think we should concentrate on things the team needs to clean up. Turnovers is something we should clean up.
Okay.
And a lot of them come from Julius. They are unnecessary turnovers.
Okay.
Turnovers that you can avoid. And if you can avoid them, clean it up. That's all I'm advocating for, is clean up the unnecessary turnovers.
Yeah. Hey, Chad, I don't know if you checked out Kevin on Man. It's the Knicks show. He was styling in a suit, man. I haven't seen you all prettied up, man. You look sharp today.
I was at work, so I'm a suit and tie.
He was going to meet Knox for lunch.
Well, if he was, you get a good table.
I'm having lunch at 10 o'clock at
night. Well, I just wanted to do a shout out. You clean up nice, man. So, hey, we're going to kick it to you, Chuck. But first, we got a super chat that's directed at you. It's from D Hall. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate all your support. His comment is, what will it take to make Chuck happy about the Knicks?
That's easy. A consistent winner yearly on the way to being a contender, a constant contender, a team that's in the playoffs every year, building to be a champion. I'll be ecstatic. I don't do well with mediocrity.
Yeah, me either, man. Life is about autograph everything you do and with excellence. Mediocrity is not in my vocabulary. So what's your thoughts on Randall tonight?
Randall, besides too many minutes, he's asked to do too many things. He's asked to do way too much on the floor. And that's exhausting in itself. Then once you add the minutes, you could see why he was winded in the third quarter. Before the fourth quarter, he was tired. So they need to lighten the load on Randall somehow. They need to get somebody in there that could take the ball out of his hands, because the ball is in his hands by design. So, but other than that, 17 rebounds, beast.
That's beast mode.
Beast mode, 100%. I could understand the 0 for 5 from 3. With the tired legs, even though a few of them came in the.
They were good looks, though.
You
got to take that shot when you're open like that.
Yeah, yep. Even though a few of them came in the first half. Well, he's not a great 3-point shooter to begin with, so you got
keeps him honest.
Yeah, exactly. And then again, he led the team in assists because he has the ball the most. And 6 for 8. The 7 turnovers that gotta come down. You kind of excuse it a little bit because it wasn't all passes. It's some offensive fouls or whatever. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but other than that, you can't knock a guy who was part of leading to a win and gave you 43 minutes.
And then a teammate jumper away from a triple double.
Exactly. Yep.
Latrell, you'll finish her up on Randall. I think anyone who didn't go, you'll let me know. So take it, Latrell.
He's a monster. He's playing out of his mind. It's fine to harp on things in the game that he could do better. But like Chuck said, we're asking him to play like LeBron James out there. He's carrying the load.
Don't say that.
Why?
You can't say that.
Why not?
You can't compare him to LeBron. Oh, they go.
I know.
Where's
You know what I'm saying.
I know. Hey, look, I feel you. But when you make comparisons to
I'm not
LeBron,
saying he's
Legion of the
LeBron.
Knicks got something to say. I'm
I'm
telling
not
you.
saying he's LeBron. I'm saying
I
he's
know.
carrying the load of this team like LeBron James. And what
Hey,
I'm
look. Hey, Spreewell, I put him next to one night I put him next to Draymond Green. Oh, you said Draymond Green.
hey man, you guys, as long as you guys know what I'm saying, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just saying
understand.
this. Look,
Yeah, I'm just understand. Yeah.
he's got the ball in his hands on literally every possession. He's gonna have turnovers. Now you're right. We got to get him down maybe to 5. I think 4 to 5 would be great. I mean, I'll be cool with that. And I think a couple of them, to be fair to Julius, was late in the game. He doesn't have that chemistry with Quickly yet. They're still building. So that one, he had 2 turnovers with Quickly late in the game where he didn't see him, he didn't find him. He was trying to look. He's trying to make the right play. So my whole thing with Julius, man, I'm defending him because literally, even if he makes a turnover, I'm finding defending this man every time because he's trying to do the right thing. I'd rather him overpass than not pass. So my whole thing with Julius, man, is if he continues to rebound, assist, and defend, I'm going to defend your turnovers. I may even defend your turnovers if you have 9 or 10. I'm serious. I can't believe I'm saying that. I've never defended a player that had 9 or 10 turnovers. But we'll see. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will criticize him. Maybe I will. It depends on the game and how I feel. But he's playing out of his mind, and I'll reassess this after 20 games. But I love what I see.
Yeah. Anybody else have anything to say about Randall?
I grew up with Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing is my favorite player of all time. Patrick Ewing is the reason why I'm a Knicks player. He is by far the greatest Knick to ever put on a New York Knicks jersey.
No, he's not.
You're too young, man. You didn't get like I had the honor to see.
Let me put it this: statistically, he is the greatest Knick to ever put in a New York Knicks jersey. Statistically,
yeah.
He played 31 years.
I think
he played 15 years.
Clyde and him are the two that I think you can make arguments for.
No, statistically, you can't argue. Patrick Ewing is statistically the best Knick ever.
I don't look at stats though.
Stat-wise, Patrick Ewing is the greatest Knick ever. You cannot debate.
His numbers don't make him the greatest.
There's 2 numbers.
I didn't say the best. I said
numbers you can debate.
Okay,
There's
but
2 numbers you can
not
debate.
stats.
1 ring and 2 ring that Walt had.
Basketball is definitely about stats.
It's not. No, I said it's
like
not
basketball is
just
not about stats.
I didn't say it's about stats. I said it's not just stats.
Just like a player like in baseball, 500 home runs basically, unless you're on steroids, makes you a Hall of Famer. If you get 20,000 points in the NBA, you're a Hall of Famer. It's a magical number that you get that puts you in a special class. I mean, that number is growing, obviously, but everyone who gets it is still Hall of Fame players.
Why can't we just say Patrick Ewing's arguably the greatest player in Knicks franchise history? It's debatable. It's debatable.
It's most definitely is.
In my opinion, and I'm saying this, in my opinion, Patrick Ewing is the greatest player in Knicks history.
Okay, fair enough.
Can I have my own opinion?
Absolutely.
You can.
Give it.
You can. Fair enough.
And I'll say this: we dog Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing gave us more than what Julius Randle's given us his 7 games, and we can't say nothing about him. But we dog Patrick Ewing for 15 years.
I never dogged Patrick Ewing.
But you had like it was that people didn't.
Oh, I know people did.
They booed him at the Garden.
I can't control that.
Patrick Ewing at the Garden.
That's unfortunate.
So let's not pretend like we can't say nothing bad about Julius Randle and after 7 games. So let's say we say, "Oh, I'm never going to criticize Julius." That's crazy because they criticize Patrick Ewing. That's all I'm saying.
Latrell, I'm going to kick it to you in a second. We're going to go over to Mitch. Just want to do a couple of shout outs. I see Sims in the chat tonight. Hope all is well. Hey, I believe we are, let me look at the date, 6 days away from Sim being able to get back on YouTube. In the interim, please support our guy on other Sportscaster, on Twitter, on Facebook, on his other platforms. He's given us so much joy and with all of his content and his insight. So let's repay that favor by supporting him every way we can. So hope all is well, Sim. Good. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Allah Wise again. love talk with him all the time. Point five again, Kaiser Sose, C-Mac, happy birthday. Hope you're having a great. Today's his birthday, so everybody, please do a shout out to our guy C-Mac. Warren Franklin, point five, Crimea River. Can I put my app in the chat? If Freezy can do it for you, my hands are tied, Sim, but I'd love you to be able to do anything you'd like. If you can, Freezy, if you hear it, please help out Sim to do get his app on maybe the banner or something like that, so we can promote whatever our guy Sim needs. Our Future Gaming, Esco the Awakened Israelite, Jamar de Graffenried. Again, we have at almost 1 o'clock in the morning, 176 people in the chat. We have 87 likes. Let's hit that magic number of 100 of 100. Hey fellas, guess what? We just hit the 1170. We just hit the 1170 subscriber milestone. We are flying. Thank you so much, Freezy. Appreciates it. We all appreciate it. So please, just a reminder to hit those likes, subscribe, and remind the bell so you don't miss out on any of Freezy's Knicks at Night and Knicks Morning Drive broadcast. Please share this link on your social media platform of choice. And thanks again for helping us hit that 1170 subscriber. 1,500, here we come. We greatly appreciate it. And last but not least, shout out to the best mods. I'm sorry, I'm going to answer you, Sim, in a second. The best mods the Lord's ever created, Sim Singh, Bodega Wi-Fi, and the new Knicks. Sim absolutely put a link in. You got, I'll speak for Freezy on this. You have our permission. You're the Godfather. So please put it in, and everyone, please support Sim everywhere you can and every way that you can. So, Mr. Spreewell, thank you for waiting. So just a quick, very high level on Mitch tonight. And again, prior to the game starting tonight, Norland's tried to work out his ankle in pregame and decided not to do it. So there was a lot on Mitch's back tonight. First half, 4 points, 4 rebounds, no assists, 3 steals, 1 block, no turnovers, 2 personal fouls. He finished up the game, 8 points, 4 for 7 shooting. Obviously, nothing from 3. Didn't get to the line. 3rd straight game where he hasn't gone 5 on the Knicks, hasn't gotten to the foul line once in 3 straight games. 7 rebounds, no assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, a couple big ones, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, which is great. He just picked up 1 personal foul in the second half. In 28 minutes, he was a -5 on the plus minus. So take it, Latrell.
Yeah, thank you. Before I just get to that, I just want to say this. I'm always going to defend Walt Clyde Frazier. I think to Kev's point, Patrick Ewing, it's debatable. Kev's opinion is Patrick is the best Knick in franchise history. He's right. He has a right to that opinion, and I think it's debatable. I think you got to put Clyde, though. In my opinion, I think Clyde deserves the respect to at least for me to bring it up as well. That's my only point. But
just real quick, to Kevin's defense, it's who you see in your lifetime. I've heard a lot of players, whether in different sports, that somebody would say, but I never saw them. So I know they're great. They have great stats, but I never saw them. I never got that feeling. I
never saw Clyde.
It's not that, and I give Frazier all the credit in the world, and I'm not taking anything from Walt Frazier. I'm saying personally, from me, the greatest Knick is Patrick Ewing.
Okay,
Patrick Ewing is the reason that I am a New York Knicks fan.
I got you. Fair enough.
The reason I wear Pumas is because of Clyde.
Yeah, but Mitch. So to be fair, I didn't think he was great. I have to go back and watch it, so I want to be accurate with my comments. I didn't think he was great in the first half. I didn't think he was as active in the second half, especially the fourth quarter. I thought he was terrific. I thought his defense was really good. I thought he was protecting the paint. He finished a few of the defensive positions where he came out of nowhere. So I thought he was good. He was active on the defensive end. Was it his best game? No, I thought last game he was incredible the whole game. But I was happy with how he finished the game. And I think, again, it's a few times RJ had a really nice pass to him again for a nice,
gorgeous lob. Oh my
gorgeous
God.
pass. We got to continue to keep doing that. We got to continue to keep feeding Mitch and make him feel part of this thing, because when we do that, he feels like he's part of the game and it gets him going. But we're getting there. We're getting there with him. I'll say it was about a 30, 20. I don't know. How many minutes did he play, Steve?
He played 28.
28? Okay. I would say of those 28 minutes, he probably played 15 to 20 minutes of where I want him to play. I'd like him to get to playing at the level that I know he can get to, about to 25 minutes. Get it closer to 25 minutes. But overall, I'm pleased. I'll give it to the next person.
Yeah, and just on my notes that I take on the game, he picked up his second foul on a stupid play. So, thank God he only had 3 personal fouls tonight, but of those, he had a couple that were just senseless. If he could, I'm old school. If you're going to have a foul, make sure it's a hard foul so that guy feels it for the rest of the game. On senseless fouls like that, come on. Those are the things that we want him to learn from. So, you want to take it, Rob, on Mitch tonight?
Oh, yeah. One thing. There will be fouls with Mitch. Get used to it. There will be fouls. What we're going to get down is no more fouling out of games, but there will be fouls.
We don't mind fouls. We just don't like stupid fouls.
Yeah, but look, far as Thibodeau's concerned, no foul is a good foul, but you need the foul as part of the game. Just like missed shots.
He's going against beasts. It's going to happen.
Yeah, we're gonna have both. Yeah, Mitch, in that fourth quarter, that block. Yeah. And hey, Mitch came up big when we needed him.
Yep.
In this game, in his young career right now, Mitch comes up big for us. So he came up big tonight. Not always, not doing the whole game, but the game flowed and Mitch didn't hurt the game. Mitch helped the game. So with that being said, Mitch does Mitch until Mitch does more for us. But right now, he's doing enough for us, and I appreciate his game, and I appreciate his effort.
Yeah. Hey, Sim just shared some wisdom with us. He said the more Mitch plays 28 to 30 minutes, he'll build his stamina, and then he can play real productive minutes. And I think that's a very valid point. If you don't get into the championship rounds, you can't really play him. So the more he plays those minutes, he's gonna build up that stamina and that muscle memory and everything to handle that. So thank you, Sim, for that insight. So Kev, your thoughts on Mitch tonight?
He was solid. It seemed like most of the game he was trying to get him matched up with Capella the most of the time. Like when you saw Capella out there, you saw Mitch out there. For most of the time, they played small ball, and when you play small, I guess Mitch kind of becomes ineffective. I guess because you can't have him out there like that. But that's with a lot of centers in today's game. For the most part, he did what he did. He did his job, and he came in towards the end because I think they needed that extra. Because Julius, I don't think at that point in the game, like the last 3 minutes or 4 minutes, when Mitch came back in, to put him primarily on Collins, because you could just tell that Julius was gassed at that point, and he couldn't bang with Collins anymore.
His athleticism too.
Yeah, so that was smart on Tibbs' half to bring him back in so he could be matched up with Collins to close out the game, to kind of relieve Julius some. So yeah, Mitch did his job.
Cool. Chuck, your thoughts on Mitch tonight?
Typical Mitch game. There's nothing that really stood out. Your usual lobs and 2 blocks. What do you have? 4 steals. That was different. But other than that, it was just Mitch being Mitch. Like I really don't have a lot on Mitch.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Latrell, I hit you up already for
yeah,
Mitch.
you did.
Okay, so I'm coming right back to you, Chuck, with Kevin's favorite, Kevin Knox.
Oh boy.
So Kevin tonight in the first half, no points, no rebounds, no assist, one beautiful block, no turnovers, 3 personal fouls in 6 minutes. But he finished the game with 6 points, 2 for 3 shooting, so he didn't have a lot of touches tonight. But those 2 threes in the third quarter really were the key to turn this game around. He didn't get to the line tonight. No rebounds, 2 assists, no steals. He had that 1 block, 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls in 18 minutes. He was a +4 on the plus minus. And, just my thing for him tonight was he fouls Trey for an and one in the first couple of seconds he's in the game. Beautiful block on Reddish leads to a technical foul. Quick hits the shot. Picks up his 3rd foul in 6 minutes. Johnny Bryant. Did you see that, Kev? Johnny Bryant talking to him on the sideline?
I'll get to that when it's my turn.
Okay. And then in the third quarter, Bricks an uncontested 3-pointer from a pass from Quick. Next, after that, he loses the ball driving to the basket. After that, he passed to Quick for a 3. Then he hit the 3 from a kick out from Rivers. Then he hit the 3 at the end of the third quarter buzzer from a pass from Randall. Knicks within 4 at that point, 88-84. Very good defense in Herder. Another 3-point foul on Hunter. Again, that's like how many times so far this season he's fouled 3-pointers. And then a nice kick out to RJ for 3. So, Chuck, you want to take it on Knox tonight?
Knox was terrible tonight. Man, one-dimensional guy.
You got to give him some props for those threes, man.
No. Wow. Like, you can't ask him to do anything but just stand and want. You know what I think his problem is? It was like he's all right. First of all, he played a game like he just learned it last year. That's for one. He's a very low IQ player. He moves like they put him together with mismatched parts. Like his legs don't. He got 2 different size legs, and like his limbs is all. Yeah, he's just not coordinated. That's what I was looking for.
He's lumbering.
He's uncoordinated. It was like they put him together at a garage sale or something with a bunch of different pieces and just made him wrong. Like oh man. Even when he's open, he's still inconsistent. So it's not like a point guard is going to get him off. Okay, y'all was asking for him to play with Quickly. He played with Quickly, and he still managed only
touch the ball 3 times.
Yeah, so it's not based on the point guard. It's based on if he's on that night, period, because he'll get the same shot with anybody. He's just inconsistent with his shot. But
Chuck, one thing, did you notice? I think he had the bandage off his right hand tonight.
Exactly. So no excuses. He had the bandage off. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't take a lot of shots. That's because he can't create his own shot. So oh man, I'm go ahead, Rob.
Hey, just real quick. It looks like State said that wants to run for president of the Charles B. or Chuck fan club. Wow, I didn't realize that. Go State. I like the way you're thinking there. Let me kick it over to Latrell. Your thoughts on Knox tonight?
Oh my God. So I will point out that his 3 to end the third quarter. Let me start off by positive. That was a huge play in the game. I can't ignore that. To make it went from, I think, 7 points to 4 points, and the team really needed it to be 4 points to give them belief that they could really pull the comeback. I will say that, okay? I got that out of the way. We good? We good on the positive?
Yeah, just real quick, Sim also agrees that Knox helped start the Knicks run in the third quarter.
Okay. So I said a positive thing. Having said that, he just frustrates the heck out of me. His IQ on the court, time after time, I mean, he had a terrible foul. Terrible. No excuse to foul a 3-point shooter in that spot. And he did it. And the last game I defended it because the guy put his leg out. He did it again tonight. And on defense, look, you told me that to be fair, he has taken steps. There's been some times where he's guarded. It's not consistent, Kevin. It's not. We do not see the consistent IQ defensively. We see lapses in his game defensively. I don't even care. Forget the offense. Forget that. I don't see defensively where he's consistent enough. For him to start, well, I remember that. We got to throw that conversation down the toilet right now. Okay? I don't want to talk about this man starting right now. I don't want to hear that. I appreciate his three-pointer at the end of the third quarter, but he's got to be better, man. I'm expecting better when he comes in the game. I need him to make his wide-open shots. He's getting wide-open looks, and I just expect more. I know he can do it, okay? I know he can do it. He has the raw talent. It's a mentality. It's mental. It's mental with him. I really believe it's a mental thing.
No, it is.
So with the Johnny Bryant thing, you could see even him coming to him. And I know you're going to talk about that, Kevin. Look, I hope he puts it together. It's early, just like the highs with Mr. Randall and the other players that I'm supporting. I support Kevin Knox. I want him to be great because I root for this team. But before he hit that three, he was killing me. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question though. You would still, after seeing how bad Bullock is, not say, you know what, let's give the kid meeting Knox the try. Hey, you only got 3 touches tonight. That's really hard to get into a rhythm for anybody. Don't you think Bullock is so? Knox to me is a lot more sensible to put in there than damn Bullock.
I'd rather play with other people right now to start. I'd find a way to not start either of them, but I'm not.
Well, when Burks comes back, that may be a reality.
I mean, look, it's early with Knox. It's growing pains. He's been more aggressive for most of the season. He's been more aggressive, which is what you want to see. He's taken good shots. Those are the positives. But again, there's too many lapses I see in his game consistent. It has to get better. I think it will. I think it's going to take even more time than I want. I want it to be there right now for this team. Because if he is there for this team, that I think he can be, I think it's going to be very helpful. And one last thing before I pass it off. The reason why I don't think he should start, I want him to be on the floor with Mr. Quickly and Mr. Rivers as much as possible. And we can make arguments about whether they're going to go to the starting lineup, but the more he's on the floor with those dudes, I think he'll feel more comfortable. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Hey, my guy Ronald Miller from the chat, he's bringing up some facts that Knox has really statistically some of the worst as a 3, the worst numbers in the league over the last couple of years. So we're hoping that he can, get, up level his game and play through that. But statistically, he's really in the bottom percentile. So take it, Rob, on Knox tonight.
Oh yeah, Knox. Knox seems as though like in the first half that he was, even when he was on the floor, he ran into foul trouble, but he's making the mandatory effort.
2 games in a row, though. We got to make sure he doesn't get in that habit.
He's making the mandatory effort to play on the defensive side of the ball. So that's what it seems like to me. Tibbs is asking him, and it's costing him shots because he's staying committed to it. He's staying committed to the defense. And as far as his touches is concerned, he shot 2 out of 3. And without Knox shots, I don't think we win. Since Kev said that he's going to be critical now, I'm going to pass it right over to him. He's going to be critical of Knox. I got to hear this. Go, Kev, it's on you.
Yeah, as Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I did say he helped us win the game, okay? I did say those shots helped us. I was
Kev going to be critical of him, so I want to hear this. I want to see if he changed his mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the man with the velvet voice, Kevin Wright.
Uh-oh.
You're a mute, man.
I'm going to say this because I want
everyone
to see
dramatic for a minute.
I want everybody to see me. I didn't say anything when anybody else was talking. I sat here. This reminds you, we just started talking about Kevin Knox, but the chat has been dogging Knox all night. It's so funny.
Not everyone. Sim said what I said. He was instrumental
Oh,
in turning it around.
I can pull some receipts out of a lot of people in the chat, but I'm not gonna go there. People say, "Oh, he was bad and he was consistent." He took 3 shots. He made 2 of them.
It's not about shooting.
Can I go ahead?
But when I say consistent, I'm not talking about shooting. That's where I just want to clarify that. I'm talking
I didn't say you. I said somebody said something.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Now, if I may. Again, he took 3 shots. He made 2 of them. So people are like, "Oh, he's not hitting his Waterman shots." Unless you want him to make every single one like a machine, like his name is Steph Curry, I don't know. I mean, again, he took 3 shots. He made 2 of them, 2 big ones at that. Last year, I don't think Kevin Knox would have took that 3 at the end. Even if he did, I don't think he would have made it. That was confidence. You just saw the confidence when he made the shot. There was confidence in Julius Randle to give him the ball in that spot. So this thing about his team with Julius Randle, who was, I guess, as everyone else says, the best player on this team. Julius Randle trusts Kevin Knox a lot.
Hey, Kev, can I cut in 1 sec?
Go ahead.
The team, did you see how the team ran to him after he hit that shot? So the team, the team likes this kid, meaning he's their brother, man. They could not be happier for him.
And to your point earlier, when he made it at a 3rd foul, the first is a funny sequence of events. He came on the sideline. Thibodeau talked to him, told him what he did wrong. Then Johnny Bryant went up to him, talked to him, and then he went to and if you keep watching and you look closely, Mike Woodson was like, "Come here and sit next to me, and I'm going to talk to you.
Come here, grasshopper."
And so that's coaching. That's if Kevin Knox didn't mean anything to these players, he wouldn't have had Thibodeau in his ear, he wouldn't have had Johnny Bryant in his ear, and he wouldn't have had Mike Woodson in his ear consecutively. He couldn't even make it down the bench without talking to these 3 coaches. The 3 coaches who are here to help teach Kevin Knox. So all this hate and vitriol about Kevin Knox every single night is crazy, because it's like, and I think we want him. And I understand Kevin Knox is frustrating. He can be an enigma because we want him to be good. Like, we know that, or think that he can be, but he's not putting it together. Some of it is on him, but some of it is on opportunity. Kevin Knox had he has lapses. And they had that was that Reddish or that Hunter he fouled on the 3? Hunter?
Yeah.
I think it was Hunter.
That was a dumb play. That was he did the same. Well, that was a little bit different from the Doug McDermott one, because I think Doug McDermott kicked out a little bit, so I can't really put that all on Kevin Knox. But this one was bad because he kind of turned into
he was out of control.
Hunter. But like I said, that's just momentum. For people to say, "Oh, he's so bad defense," he's not any worse defensively than Reggie Bullock is. I can tell you that much. I'm not going to sit here and this is the vitriol when it comes to Kevin Knox, because we can talk bad about other players, but no one says that they're uncoordinated, they're this, they're that, and go into detail about all of their flaws that they have. It's only when we talk about Kevin Knox that he doesn't do this, and he looks like this, and he's this, and he's that, and he's this. And it's like, well, damn, we don't say that about any other player on this team. So
that's not true. That's not true.
That's very true.
I say that about Alfred Payton.
You literally just said you can't, regardless of how good he is.
I said it about Alfred Payton.
Wow. Alfred Payton deserves that. He's bad.
I said it about Reggie Bullock.
I don't even want to talk about Reggie Bullock.
Okay. So I just call it like I see it.
We don't want to talk about it.
The thing about it is this. Kevin Knox, with the role that he's playing, Kevin Knox doesn't lose us games. Kevin Knox doesn't necessarily win us games. So for this amount of vitriol to be on Kevin Knox is ridiculous. It's ridiculous for a player who does not cost us games at all. For there to be this much hate on the 21-year-old kid who is literally out there trying every night, but we find every single game you're going to find something that Kevin Knox did not do.
I think
like
he
I
was.
said at the beginning of the season, there is nothing Kevin Knox can do. Literally nothing. He had 16 points, played very well. Then he hurt his hand. But when we had that, he was like, "Oh, he didn't shoot well. He did this, he did that." And it's like he literally tied for the team lead in points. But
He only
nobody
scored
said
5 in the
anything on
second
that.
half. That
I have a question.
He only scored 5 in the second half. Hey, 1 second, Latrell. I just wanted to get back to the president of the Kevin Wright fan club, Legion of Knicks podcast, Guillermo, has 2 questions for you, or 2 comments. Knox hit 2 big shots, so let's just accept Knox as a role player. And his other comment is, the team ran to him because he's a low confidence guy. If you don't get him a Lunchable snack after a shot, he'll take himself out of the game.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
He'll take himself out of the game
ridiculous.
mentally.
That is such a dumb thing to say, because if anybody hit that shot, they would run to him. So that's dumb. Don't sit here and say because Kevin Knox hit that shot, they ran to him because of confidence. If anybody would hit that shot at the buzzer, his teammates would have ran to him. So don't sit here and say that about Kevin Knox because they need to coddle him on that, because that would happen to anybody if that was in that situation.
I have a question for you, Stephen.
That was a dumb comment.
Stephen, how many minutes did you play?
Just said exactly, Kev. So you do have, some
18 minutes.
Played 18 minutes. Okay, let me ask you this, Kevin. What would you grade Knox tonight if he didn't make those? If he did make those shots,
so you can't take it away.
That's right. Okay, how many of those minutes do you think were great? How many minutes do you think Kevin Knox played good basketball for the Knicks tonight? Of the 18 minutes he played, I can't take away the 6 points from him. He deserves it. He was a big factor in us winning the game. How many?
You also have to look at this. Kevin Knox he kept the drive in because his 2 assists, the 2 assists that he got, helped them come back. Also in the kickouts of Rivers and the RJ.
He also had 2 straight possessions in the first half, I believe. I got to go back and watch the game. One of them was like either a badly missed 3. Yes, he was 2 of 3 from 3. He also took a guy off the
bad. He was wide open and missed it.
He was wide open and missed
that's
it.
what you call
but
bad.
Then he got the ball again. I think it was either Quickly or RJ who fed him again. It was back-to-back possessions that Knox got the ball, and either it was a turnover or was some bad attempt where he.
Well, it wasn't an attempt because again he only took 3, so obviously it wasn't an attempt.
I think it was a turnover. It was. If somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, I got to go back and watch.
And he only had 1 turnover, so
it might have been that play. He got the ball 2 straight times. All I'm saying is this. Let me ask you this:
so here's my thing. This is what you were saying. He played bad because he missed the shot.
No.
Turned the ball over. So that was bad basketball.
I'm saying it was bad because I didn't like his defense tonight. I didn't like his defense at all.
But you didn't see. That's the thing. You didn't start off with that. If you just said he played bad basketball because he played defense,
I said he was not consistent.
Listen to the context of what you said. You said he played bad in the first because he missed a shot and had a turnover. You did not say he played bad because he played bad defense.
No, but I said that earlier.
Context that you said it in.
No, but I was trying to point out the 2 straight possessions. I said earlier in my soliloquy that he was inconsistent on defense. That's already been established. My question to you is this: of the 18 minutes he played, how did you feel? What would you grade Kevin Knox for the 18 minutes he played? How many of those 18 minutes were you proud of? I want to ask you that. I'm asking you.
I mean, he
played
good and he played bad. I said earlier, Julius Randle played good and he played bad. How many of the 44 minutes was great from Julius? Because it wasn't great all night.
You can't compare Knox to Julius. Julius is carrying the load of this team. Of course.
So that means that Julius can't play bad. That's what you're saying. Because he's carrying, he can't play bad. That's what you're saying.
You can't compare Julius.
No, ask me the question. Because he had 28 and 17, that means he does not have bad moments.
There's a difference, Kevin.
No, it is not. Does he have bad moments or does he not?
One guy's playing 44 minutes a game.
Does he have bad moments or not?
Julius?
Yes.
Okay, yes, he does.
Okay, then. So regardless of the amount you play, you can't say, you know what, that was a dumb play, but you're still playing good because you played good earlier. No, if you have a bad play, you have a bad play. LeBron James has bad plays. But don't sit here and say like Julius Randle is like LeBron, like he's infallible.
Kevin,
he's not.
You have to do
Julius Randle is not infallible. He has RJ has bad plays.
Kevin, you have to
Quickly has bad plays. They have bad plays. So don't sit here and say that Kevin Knox is the only one who has bad plays. He's not.
When you play,
that's what I'm so tired of, because like Kevin Knox is the only one who plays bad.
Kevin,
he is the only one that plays bad.
Kevin, when you play 18 minutes a night, You can't afford lapses. With Randall playing 44 minutes and playing like a freaking all-star, you can afford to occasionally turn the ball over. That's the difference. You can't afford it if you're Kevin Knox trying to start on this team. That's my point.
So
I'm trying
you
to
can
help
be
the
great.
man
So
out.
if Julius Randle played great and had a bad moment that cost us the game, it wouldn't matter because he played
No.
great the rest of the game.
Did he do that tonight? Did he cost us
No,
the
that's
game?
not tonight. I'm asking because if this is your argument, this should be your argument regardless. Regardless
No.
of anything, that should be your argument because
No,
you just said you could have
Can
10
I say something
non-turnovers
to
That's
that?
and
different.
you
That's
would have a
different.
problem.
If
So
Julius
if this is
Randle,
your
no,
argument on a singular
no.
occasion or if it's your argument, period.
Can
Because if
I,
it's
can
your
I,
argument,
Thanks,
period,
Breezy.
then it's different.
It
Can I say
depends on
something to
the
that?
game.
Hang
Okay.
on, Guillermo, one sec.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, we got our guy Guillermo here, and also my dog Champ joined the chat tonight. So Champ is going to be listening in. He's next to me every night. Most of you don't know, but he decided to give me a kiss tonight. Take it, Guillermo.
That's a cute dog, by the way. I love dogs. First of all, the Lunchables comment was just a joke, dude. You literally have a disturbing infatuation with Knox.
How did I know it was a joke? All I know is it was told to me. So how was I supposed to know it was a joke?
Because I said Lunchables. Why would they give Lunchables on a timeout? Guy, think.
I mean,
You have
I
to
don't
think
know.
clearly.
That's how I took it. It
You
came
have
to me
to.
as a
Well, it's
question.
not. Well,
So
first
I
of all,
don't
you're
know.
not Knox. You are Kevin Wright. You're not Knox. So chill out. Second of all, you literally just you're arguing with Latrell Sprewell, right, over Randall. It's not the fact that Randall doesn't give you turnovers. It's the fact that Randall's good or impactful plays and his purpose on the court, that percentage to or that amount of plays to his bad plays, right? You're getting a lot of good and you're getting some bad, right? Versus Kevin Knox. You just said it yourself. You just said it yourself that Kevin Knox and that he's not doing anything good or anything bad. So he's not an impactful player. He's not getting the minutes to be impactful because they don't trust him to do so.
If Julius Randle turned the ball over tonight in the fourth quarter, two or three consecutive times that cost his team a win, you don't think I'm going to call it out? You don't think
How
I'm
you sound.
Julius Randle, hold up. Julius Randle is literally the heart and soul of this offense. They literally built everything around Julius Randle, at least for this year, right? He's playing at such a high level that they don't have any other option but to play him for 44, 43 minutes tonight.
I just think it's a bad comparison. The guy's only playing 18 minutes. That's all I'm saying.
I gave Kevin Knox credit for the two shots, right? The 2 threes with big threes in 1.5 and the other one, right? No one's taking that away from him. Is the fact that the team does not trust him to be on the court for more than what he is to make impactful plays. He just hasn't been able to prove that consistently. Like, why is that so hard for you to understand? You talking about people are killing Kevin Knox, but you
hold on. Let's take a time out with that. You said who doesn't trust him to be on the court?
Reggie Bullock, but Reggie Bullock, I believe it was 2 games ago.
Who doesn't trust him to be on the court?
Right, Reggie Bullock hit 4 to 5 threes, and I didn't hear you say anything good about that. You didn't give
Who does not trust him to be on the court?
2 threes, and you're praising him like
I
this
don't
guy,
like Reggie
Michael
Bullock
Redd. Like, dogs, you sound stupid.
I've been fair.
I don't know if I'm muted or not, or if he can't hear me. Who you said his teammates don't trust him to be on the court?
No, I'm talking about his team. How many
Who doesn't trust Kevin Knox?
You literally hold on. You literally just said he's not making good or bad plays. He's not getting the ball like that, right? He shot 2 for 3 tonight, right? Or 2 for whatever he was tonight, right?
2 for 3.
They're not trusting to make impactful plays on offense. They're not getting him the ball. We talked about this before. You said it yourself. You complained the Knicks are not getting him the ball. I wonder why.
I don't think it has anything to do with his teammates trusting. You, for some reason, want to make this argument like know his teammates don't trust him. Just because they're not giving him the ball does not mean that they don't trust him. And that's so unfair for you to keep making that point. His teammates don't trust him because you're implying a narrative that you don't even know.
You contradict yourself all the time.
I'm not contradicting myself. You're making a narrative for which you have no idea, but you're insinuating something because Kevin Knox only takes so many threes.
Be consistent. Why aren't they getting
you obviously, I guess, aren't hearing anything. I don't know if I'm muted because you're not hearing what I'm saying. You and only you make this argument that Kevin Knox's teammates don't trust him. I haven't heard anyone else.
To be fair, I never said that.
No, I'm talking about Guillermo. Guillermo knows that he's the one who's pushing this narrative that Kevin Knox's teammates don't trust him. Oh, I don't trust him to make good shots. When that is, you as a fan on the outside have no idea if his teammates trust him or not. Because Julius Randle passed Kevin Knox the ball with the shot clock running down to hit a shot.
Kevin, you're a liar. You change it. You change your stance up like Chuck.
Did
Few
Julius
episodes
Randle
ago-
pass
few
Kevin
episodes
Knox
ago-
the ball
Kevin, few
with the
episodes
shot
ago,
clock
you
running
yourself
down
said it.
to hit a
Steven
shot?
Fox can bear me
Did he
witness.
do that or
You
did he
said
not do
yourself
that?
His teammates are not getting him the ball. He's out there.
People
He's
for
cutting,
some
he's
reason
doing
don't want to
something.
answer
They're not getting him the
questions
ball.
like
You
when the
said that,
questions are
Kevin.
asked for some reason, and then they want to make excuses for the question instead of answering it. Did Julius Randle pass Kevin Knox the ball to hit a shot with the shot clock running down to end the quarter?
Yes, but hold on.
So
I
that
said
means
that-
obviously
I
Julius
said, hold on,
Randle trusts
Kevin,
Kevin Knox
I
because
said
Julius
time and
Randle.
time again, the
Hey
only
Steve,
person
how many?
passing him the
What's the
ball is
percentage of
Julius
times that
Randle.
Julius
I
Randle
brought
passed
you
the ball
that
to
stat.
Kevin Knox?
Hey, one
I
at a
brought you
time
that
so we
stat,
can
Kevin.
hear
You
both
didn't
of your
even know that.
points.
I brought you that stat, so don't do that. They're
No,
not.
I
I
just want to
said
know, Steve,
everybody
can you
else
pull that
Julius
stat up,
Randle
please?
is not
Because
getting him the
obviously
ball.
Julius
Hold on,
Randle doesn't trust Kevin Knox.
I'm sorry, Steven.
So
He's the
I
only
guess
person.
he doesn't
He's the
pass
only
the
person
ball
passing Kevin
either.
Knox. What are you talking about? You yourself said it, Kevin. You're lying now. You're
How am I
lying.
lying? I'm asking
You
Steve
said
to look
a
up a
few
fact.
episodes
You
ago.
said
Okay,
you
you're
said
gonna keep
Kevin
talking over
Knox's
me, right? So
teammates
I
does
my
not
point.
trust him.
You said a
So
few
they don't
episodes
pass
ago,
him the
Kevin.
ball. But
Kevin,
the
you
team's
said it a
best
few
player
episodes ago that.
passes Kevin Knox the ball routinely.
Can someone? Can I just say
So
something?
if you trust your best
Kevin,
teammate,
can I say this real
if the
quick?
best
Kevin,
teammate trusts him, then I think it should be a
Kevin,
trickle down effect, don't you think?
Kevin, you're being disingenuous. You
I'm not
yourself
being
said-
disingenuous at all. I'm
Kevin,
making up
can
a
you just
fact
stop
and a
talking?
counter
Hey,
argument
fellas.
that you made.
Hey, fellas, Freezy just put in a new format when we have these situations. I call it the Frunderdome for Freezy, that 2 men enter and 1 man leaves. We're going to give you 1 minute each.
Can I also get a 1 minute? And I'll be quick because Chuck hasn't even gone. I feel bad for Chuck.
Chuck, you didn't talk about Knox?
Did you talk about Knoxville?
I did. I did.
I thought he did.
I wanted to ask Kevin a question though.
Oh,
Go
let
ahead.
it rip.
Can we let Chuck go?
All right, Kev, because you said something about Peyton in a slanderous way. So my question to you was, is Knox more effective on the court than Peyton?
What did I say about Alfred Payton?
You said something about Peyton. It was so long ago, like it was like 30 minutes ago. But he was one of the people that you dissed. Yeah. So my
I mean,
question,
can you? What did I exactly say?
Oh, right.
him and Bullock, you dissed him and Bullock. So
I mean, probably more than likely, yeah.
All right. So my question to you at the same time, after when you diss Peyton, then you diss Bullock. So my question was, is Knox more effective than Peyton?
Is Knox more effective than Peyton?
Oh, let me just say this: is Knox a better player than Peyton? Let's just say that.
I mean, they play two different roles on the team. So I mean, one is like the starting point guard. So I don't know how to answer that question. I mean, just talking about this talent-wise, is Kevin Knox more talented than Alfred Payton?
Who's the better player? Who's
more impactful?
Those are two different questions.
Who's been more impactful?
Who's
been more impactful to this team through 7 games?
Alfred Payton.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we're gonna do.
But what does that have to do with anything?
Because you slandered Peyton. When you was breaking down your Knox thing, you slandered Peyton and Bullock together.
Does he deserve it? Has he played great?
He's played better than Knox.
He's played more than Knox.
And better. And he deserved to play more than Knox. There's a reason he played more than Knox.
Hey, we got the judge in the room. Freezy, you there?
Does per mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who has a better per, Reggie Bullock or Kevin Knox?
Why are we comparing players?
I don't even
know. Reggie Bullock and Kevin Knox play the same position. Who has a better per, Kevin Knox or Reggie Bullock?
I don't even want to know.
What kind of debate is this?
Hey, Freezy, I need you. The judge is in the house.
It's a simple question. Who has a better PER, Kevin Knox or Reggie Bullock?
Kevin, 1 second. The judge is in the house. Freezy's gonna in Frunderdome. He's gonna take it from there. He's gonna put out the questions. And Guillermo and Kevin, where's Kevin?
Hey, Kev is here. Kev is here, but I want to establish something real quick in a debate. And when we say we calling somebody out on a debate, we not gonna be yelling or talking all over each other. It's 3 1-minute rounds, right? You get your chance to you get 1 minute of complete silence to say your stuff in a round by round format, just like me and Chuck B exhibited earlier today. So for those that want to get in and debate somebody else, It's not one of them things you coming in here and you're gonna be talking all over everybody. That's not how this thing gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? There's 3 1-minute rounds. In each round, each participant gets 1 minute of free speech to make their point. And we're gonna monitor it all 60 seconds. And once that 60 seconds is up, you're gonna either be quiet or get disqualified. Right? And the virtual chat is gonna judge each round by round. Right? So there is no self-proclaiming yourself as the winner. After each person gets a chance to go in that round, the virtual chat declares the winner. And once that winner is declared for that round, it's official. And we do that 3 times until we have a legit debate winner. Right? Everybody understand that, right?
Absolutely.
So
you want to ask the first bring Kevin back in and ask the first question to get the first round going?
You're right. So the first round is a freestyle. So I don't ask a question. I only ask a question round 2, and championship round where they get to go again after they've heard the other person's points for 2 rounds, and they get and try to knock that person out in that 3rd round. So I'm gonna bring Kev back real quick. I just bumped him for a little bit so that we can explain it without Kev talking over us, because I know he's a little excited right now. But he's gonna go round for round. Is Legion here?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Legion, you were debating Kev?
I was debating Kev. I gotta get a minute too.
Well, so wait a minute. So who's debating Kev?
It's gonna be Guillermo and Kev to kick it off, and after that we'll give you some time, Latrell. But the crowd, they want to see Guillermo and Guillermo and Kevin go at it.
Yeah, it's 1-on-1. Yeah, we're not doing a 2-on-1 or whatever. That's not fair.
Fair enough.
So let me bring Kev back real quick.
Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody?
Hi, State. Hope all is well.
All is well, brother. All is well. As long as we keep getting these wins. I want to hear this debate. I'm interested now because I've been listening to a lot of cap lately.
Okay. First round, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin and Guillermo, who wants to go first?
So just real quick, Foxy. For people, for my folks on the video chat, all I'm asking from y'all is comments. You know what I'm saying? Let these two a fair one. Don't jump in cheering, and don't be trying to help one person. Because if not, then I'm gonna have to boot you out of the chat in order for us to get the fair 1-on-1. Just hold your water until the debate is over, and then once we do that, then we'll get back to what we normally doing. But we want to make sure that each person is a fair shot in the debate, right? Because what we don't have later on is say Legion of Knicks saying the only reason why he lost is because Chuck beat him. We don't want to have that. We just want to have a legit. Everybody dig it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Hey,
who's going at it?
Foxy, can you do the timer? Do you have a phone or something? You can
For the time?
Yeah.
I got the time. You tell me when.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
So
Kevin, go first.
Hey, so my preference is for to go first, but whoever y'all want to have go first, it's on y'all.
Okay, this is freestyle, Kevin.
Y'all okay with Kevin going first?
Doesn't matter to me.
All right, Kevin. I'll tell you when to go in a couple of seconds. It's freestyle, so you're going to be saying the points that you think are strong about Kevin. In 1, go.
Regardless of what I say, it's not going to be any difference because Guillermo is going to pull up Chuck and move the goalpost and not really giving the point. The point is here's an interesting statistic. With Kevin Knox on the court, the Knicks' defensive rating is 103. With Kevin Knox off the court, the defensive rating is 110. So Kevin Knox has a higher PER than Reggie Bullock. Yeah, that's a fact. People want to look and talk about these facts like Kevin Knox is garbage, but obviously Kevin Knox is playing good, but y'all don't want Kevin Knox to play good. I think that's just what it is. So, I mean, I don't even know how much time is left, but it doesn't matter. because y'all don't want Kevin Knox to succeed.
Yeah,
You really
15
don't.
seconds.
You say you do, but you don't. So I'm done.
Okay. So Guillermo, again, freestyle. In 3, 2, 1, take it.
Yeah, so Kevin can't say anything because when he moves the goalposts all the time, right? He's the same one that complained that teammates don't pass Kevin Knox the ball. He complained about that several games ago. He's also delusional because he said that Kevin Knox can create more than RJ Barrett and try to compare him to Klay Thompson. So you know he doesn't watch basketball. And when you come to PRs, you know who's the number one in PR this season? Ignaz Brazdeikis at 49.7. Off of 1 minute played of basketball. So obviously you don't research the actual stats you use, right? So you're trying to use that. Again, Reggie Bullock has been hit or miss, right? But at least he's playing way more minutes than your boy Kevin Knox. Again, tonight, Kevin Knox, out of all the main players tonight, he played only 18 minutes, which was the lowest out of any player, right? If you're talking about a guy that has so much potential, even without
10
coaching,
seconds.
he's able to show talent, and he hasn't. So you keep moving the goalposts because you get emotional and you're delusional about Kevin Knox. Let it go, bro. He's a bit player. It's fine.
Okay. So chat, you heard round 1. Let us know your thoughts on who took that round.
Hey, you doing the scoring?
Yes, I am.
Okay, sweet.
Come on. Okay. Oh, this is a brutal round. Kid, you're getting swollen and you leaking, my friend.
It wasn't. Listen. No, I'm not.
Hey, Kev, y'all debating in the round. Doing this when we scoring, man. Just ask everybody to just chill until we get to scoring. No
Yeah,
different.
this is a 10-8 round. This is a 10-8 round.
Respectful.
A 10-8, that's a knockdown, ain't it?
Damn close to
knockout, not a knockdown.
No, a 10-8 round. If you get back up, that's a knockdown.
I love this show.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Hey, y'all, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Guillermo took that. Okay, you want to come up with a question for the second round? Freeze.
Freeze, you there? Uh-oh.
I'm just still counting.
So why is everybody? Something happens to everyone's internet or something?
I don't know. Freeze, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I just removed everybody just for a few moments since it's just gonna be a one with everybody backstage. So
Okay,
it'll
cool.
just be Kev W and Legion of Knicks. One.
So
who
Guillermo took that
one
Guillermo
round
took
one?
that round. You took that round.
Okay. All right. So okay. So
You want to ask the
Fox,
question
Kevin
for
that
round
question?
2?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll make one up. Right. Okay. So why is it so important for Kevin Knox to get minutes when the main focus should be the Knicks winning ball games?
Guillermo, you're going to go first this time, and I'll tell you.
Sorry, can you say the question one more time?
Sure.
Right. So why is it so important for Kevin Knox to get minutes when the main focus should be the Knicks winning ball games?
Why is it so important for Kevin Knox to get minutes when the Knicks should be winning ball games? Okay.
All right. And 4, 3, 2, 1, do it.
So I think the biggest reason for Kevin Knox to get minutes, right? Obviously, if he can help in spurts, he can help. But it's also to discern whether he's worth keeping, right? You've had 3 years of a guy who's had up and down production, mostly somewhat down, if you want to say. And we're unsure. We're going into a draft that's relatively rich, right? Kevin Knox has not convinced really anybody on this team that he's a keeper, right? We have a lot of players that we're trying to discern whether you want to keep them. And next year's draft is important. Do you go into next year's draft saying, hey, I'm not going to draft a Josh Christopher or, a Jalen Green or whoever may be there at the maybe at the 3 spot, 3-4 spot because we have Kevin Knox. Again, I mean, yes, we're trying to win games, but we've been drafting for so long. We have to see what we have in Kevin Knox. That's the main reason why he's probably getting minutes. And even at that, he's not getting really major minutes because
10 seconds.
He doesn't trust him. So it's a big test to see whether he should be here next year or not. I mean, if he was a keeper, you wouldn't be doing this with him. You'd be getting 30 minutes a night, like RJ Barrett.
Time. Okay. Kev, in 4, 3, 2, 1, take it.
I don't know why Guillermo wanted me to make this statement, this proclamation, and put it out there that people don't trust Kevin Knox, because the only person that matters is Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau trusts Kevin Knox. Tom Thibodeau has said he trusts Kevin Knox. Tom Thibodeau has said Kevin Knox practices hard, and what happens in practice translates on the floor. Kevin Knox plays a lot of minutes until the games he gets in foul trouble. Then he doesn't play a lot of minutes. But tonight was his intention. He probably was going to play a lot of minutes. But again, he got in foul trouble. That's on Kevin Knox. They've already picked up his 4th-year option, which means they're going to be here next year. The team has invested in Kevin Knox by bringing in his coaches to help Kevin Knox develop. So this whole thing about people not trusting Kevin Knox is just a ridiculous statement that's
10 seconds.
Brought up to, I guess, downplay on the fan base Kevin Knox's importance. But Tom Thibodeau trusts Kevin Knox.
And that's time. Okay, let's do round 2, chat. This is in your hands tonight. This is our new format. When 2 people have a disagreement, rather than yell at each other, we bring them into the Thunderdome. So, okay, let's go. Is a closer round.
Oh, man.
It looks like this is going to be a draw. This second round. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like Kevin came from behind and took the round.
People are saying he didn't even answer the question.
So we're tied up, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1 round each going into the final round. No draws. That's right, Chef NYK. Okay, Freezy. We 1 round apiece. We're going into the final round. Winner takes all in the Thunderdome. Freezy, what's that last question?
Is Freezy here?
He may jump in a second. So both of you put that ice on the back of your neck for a second. Shake it off. And here, both of you going for the win right now. We're tied. Freezy, where's my Freezy?
I mean, do you have some, Steve?
I'm trying to think. I want to be fair to both of you, so I don't want to ask any question that could be viewed as possibly biased in any way. Gentlemen, do you have any any thoughts? Hey, let me ask my brothers in the chat. What do you think the third question should be, chat? We want this interactive, family. What's the the third round question you want to ask both of our competitors tonight? I think everyone's just saying they just want State to fix his chirping smoke alarm, but other than that, they're saying freestyle. All right, let's go with this. From a ceiling perspective, what do you think in the next 2 years is the ceiling from a comparison standpoint? Who do you think Kevin Knox will be? Freezy, do you have a question? Freeze? All right, so Freeze doesn't come in. Who do you think in the next couple of years is the player comparison in your head, Kevin, in your head, Guillermo, where Kevin will be in 2 years? So, Kevin, is that question cool to both of you?
Who do we think his ceiling is?
Who do you think in a couple of years, from a skill set and everything, who do you think Kevin's going to, what type of player is Kevin going to be in a couple of years from now? So and I'm taking questions. That's not my question. That's questions that's being put from the chat, unless there's another Freezy or somebody else. All right, we're going to go with that then. Kevin, in 4, 3, 2, 1, take it.
If Kevin Knox continues on this trajectory this year and next year under the tutelage of Tom Thibodeau, he will be Mike Dunleavy. He's the role of Mike Dunleavy had in Chicago. That's who Kevin Knox will be under Tom Thibodeau. Mike Dunleavy had a good career, but Mike Dunleavy. That's it. I don't even need the whole 30 seconds. He's Mike Dunleavy. He's a 3. He's going to play good defense. He's going to penetrate sometimes, but he's going to be Mike Dunleavy.
Okay, you sure? You have 20 seconds to go, and
nope, Mike Dunleavy.
All right. Okay, Guillermo, this is your last thing. I'll tell you 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's Kevin in a couple of years? Take it.
Somebody really generic. Someone like a Wesley Johnson, like someone said in the chat. Again, you're talking about a guy whose own college coach said he needed 3 years to develop because his motor was low. You're seeing it this year where he's not even getting proper minutes. Mike Dunleavy by second year was averaging 31.1 minutes a night, 11.7 points. And from there, he averaged in the low teens until he got to 2007, 2008, where he averaged 19.1 points a night. I don't know how you could say Mike Dunleavy, where you saw a discernible part of his game. He averaged 37% from 3, 3.4 attempts his second year. So how the hell you say Mike Dunleavy? Kevin Knox is not on the floor enough to even get a look. Everything with Kevin Knox is baby steps. In his third year, Mike Dunleavy was already giving you steady production on 32.5 minutes a night, 13.4 points a game, 38.8% from 3 for 3.5 attempts in his third year in Golden State Warriors, who sucked. So there's no excuse. How's Mike Dunleavy more productive on a bad team, Golden State Warriors at that time, and Kevin Knox, who you're talking about is going to be this so-called Mike Dunleavy, he can't even get more than freaking 18 minutes on a team where they needed minutes. They needed 3. If you don't trust Reggie Bullock so much, Reggie Bullock should not get more time than freaking Kevin Knox, who's supposed to be the next Mike Dunleavy.
Okay.
Give me 37% from 3 his second year. He's playing on that floor. We need him to space the floor. I'm not looking at
10 seconds.
I'm not looking at quickly. I'm looking at Knox to make those shots. So Mike Dunleavy is stupid. Give him Wesley Johnson, somebody generic, and his biggest highlight would be him getting crossed over and his ankles destroyed. Get out of here, bro. Talking about, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final round. The contest is in your hands. We're tied 1 round apiece. Let it rip. Who won?
Yeah, because of that answer, you shouldn't have Dunleavy.
Oh,
dude said Wesley Johnson. Oh my God!
I stand by what I said.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. The winner and champion, the king of Legion of Knicks podcast, Guillermo.
I hate Kevin Knox.
Congratulations.
You kind of made it easy for him.
Can we have a Kevin Knox?
No, Rob the nigga's a hater. He made it easy for me. How?
I said Kev did with that answer. He said,
Yeah.
Can we have
To be
one
honest
day
with you, I'm not even gonna lie, Rob. I really wasn't even trying. I really wasn't. You see, I gave up.
Well,
I was like, whatever.
It showed.
I just want one day on the show where we don't talk about Kevin Knox because this is like I can't. It's just too much.
I feel the same way about Julius Randle. It's too much. I feel the same way.
Oh, you can't talk about Julius Randle because Julius Randle is all LeBron James. If you listen to some of these people in the chat,
I never said that. But I don't.
Without Kevin Knox, we don't win this game. The amount of cap that I've been hearing tonight is garbage. Straight garbage. Wesley Johnson, bro, you could do way better than that, bro. You can't speak about certain players with emotion, bro. Come on, bro. James Posey, you don't even get me. James Posey.
He should have said Jeremy Grant.
Hey, let's one at a time. One at a time. So, just impressions. Chuck, what was your impression of the fight tonight?
The last question was, oh man, I think it should have been something they could have broke down instead of just.
I was trying, man. It's very hard to improvise like that. I was hoping that we'd come up with a better question, but Wesley Johnson was a hard one to come back from.
So as soon as he said Dunleavy, it was over.
Yeah.
Kevin, Legion really didn't have to elaborate much on that.
Yeah.
So So, and that was the deciding question, the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Well, the good news is this is going to be like a trilogy or whatever. Like, there'll be more in the future, and we'll have other things planned. But this is a format that Freezy introduced a few days ago to settle disputes like this, so we're not screaming over each other, and we have, just let it rip. So. Anybody else want to comment on what we just witnessed before we get back to our agenda for the evening?
Yeah, let me say, I think that he should have said Jeremy Grant because Jeremy Grant was a slow starter who's finally getting into his own and is like his sixth season. But he started as a young player, just like Kevin Knox, with the stats about the same. And now finally he just signed a $60 million deal and he's heading up. But he was a real slow starter.
He's a defensive guy. He's an athletic defensive guy.
I just got to say one.
He up to about 22 a game now.
My point is Julius Randle, the responsibility on this team is different than Kevin Knox. Yes, a Julius Randle turnover is the same in the stat sheet as a Kevin Knox turnover. My point is, though, is that if Kevin Knox is going to be on the floor more consistently, he needs to not make the same lapses. Julius Randle.
This is a ridiculous take.
Hold on, Julie. Let me finish. I listened to you go on your diatribe. Julius Randle. I don't want him to have lapses, but when he's on the floor as much as he is, I'm going to excuse his lapse over a Kevin Knox lapse because they're not playing the same role on this team. That's all I'm saying. I know you may disagree. I know you may think that's me hating on Kevin Knox. It's not, but that's all I gotta say, and that's all I got.
I'm just gonna say this last point, and then I'm done with it because this is like I don't care who turns the ball over with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I don't care if you carried us all night long. If you turn the ball over, it's a bad play. I don't care what you did before that. If you turn the ball over with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter in a tight game, that's a bad play. And I'm not going to give you any slack about it. I don't care if it's Kevin Knox. I don't care if it's Iggy Bradakis. I don't care if it's RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, whoever. It's a bad play.
Context
you cannot. No, that's not context. If you turn the ball over in a tight game, but he played great before that. But he cost us the game.
Yeah, if he cost us the game, of course, Kevin. But tonight, Julius Randle, none of his turnovers.
I'm not talking about tonight. I'm talking about in general.
Okay.
I said that in the beginning. I said in general, if you turn the ball over, regardless if you had a great game or not, then it's a bad play. I'm not going to give you a pass.
But that's everybody.
That's not what winning teams do.
Hey, Kevin.
Stop trying to have this mindset that you're losing. We're glad we won a couple games, so let's give him a pass because he helped us. Because we've been bad. I don't care what this team has done. I don't care what the Knicks have done. This is not the same team that's been the last 20 years. So my expectations for this team is different from the last 20 years.
I just
but
want
people
Kevin.
with Knicks fans have that same mindset that we're just
Steve,
perpetual losers and we're going to be losers. We have something great, so
I
let's
just
hold on
want
to
your
it and
boy
coddle
to
it.
be on the floor more. I want your floor to be up. I want your boy to be on
Kevin
the floor
Knox
more.
plays. When Kevin Knox isn't in foul trouble, Kevin Knox plays about 30 minutes a game. If you look at the look at the averages in total, but the games that he's had foul troubles where he's left the game early, bring those numbers down. He played 18 minutes tonight because he left after 6 minutes. But if he didn't get those fouls, he wouldn't have played 18 minutes tonight. But if you want to talk about context, that's context.
Kevin,
I'm trying to help your guy.
That's
That's all I'm saying.
context.
I'm trying to
You
help your
take
guy
that
by
out of
bringing
context.
you
You just look at he
I'm
played
trying to help
18
this,
minutes.
Kevin.
But
I'm
Kevin,
trying to help the guy. I'm
Hold on,
really
Latrell. Can I just say something real quick? So with Kevin Knox, right? Would you say that Kevin Knox's impact, right, was similar to his impact? The impact he had tonight, was it similar to the impact he had with the Bucks game? No, right? And he only scored 7 points in that Bucks game. But his defense, right? The thing with Kevin Knox is that it's too inconsistent. Some games he'll give you the 4 threes from outside. One game he'll give you really good defense, like that Bucks game. The way he shut down Chris Middleton at times and the way that he helped out Giannis, beautiful. But this was a night, especially in the second and third quarter, where the Knicks could have used that defense. And unfortunately, he got switched on to Trae Young. I'm not saying that he didn't have good defensive spurts at times, but this was a night where we could have had, if he could stay out of foul trouble, his height, especially with how they're tearing up the inside, penetrating, getting those easy passes, having Trae Young go around 2 screens, get to the basket, kick out, pick and roll. This was a night where if he was not in foul trouble and was able to give us that same defense from the Bucks, I don't think people will have that many qualms with his game tonight. Not saying he had the 2 big shots. He did. But again, the thing with Kevin Knox is he's inconsistent.
But that argument doesn't make any sense because you're saying because he got in foul trouble and wasn't on the floor means his defense was bad.
Can I say
He
something?
didn't play bad defense. He wasn't on the court to play defense.
Right, because he got into foul trouble. What is that?
But you're making it seem like he played bad defense.
No.
When he was on the court, as in compared
my
to
whole point,
needing him when he wasn't on the court.
My whole point was that
That's what
Kevin
I'm
Knox,
making it. That's what you're sounding like.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Let's not say Kevin. There's a reason why I use the Bucks game. What I'm saying is that Kevin Knox is too inconsistent, right? We don't know what we have in him because you sometimes cannot keep him on the floor for too long. Because he's getting into foul trouble or he's not making impact plays. Some games he is, where even when he's not scoring, like the Bucks game, he's playing great defense and you don't mind keeping him out there. This was tonight.
I don't know what I'm getting from Kevin Knox. I have no idea what I'm getting from Kevin
Hey,
Knox.
we're going to get just a couple more on this, and then we're going to be moving on to Quick and Rivers and everything. But State, take it, my friend.
Steven, you said something that hit me earlier. Knox got 3 touches tonight, correct?
Correct.
So if Knox got 3 touches tonight on the offensive side of the ball, why was the Knicks down 15? I want somebody to answer that question, and then I want to ask the next question after that. Why was the Knicks? What lineup was on the floor tonight when the Knicks was down 15?
He got 3 shots, not 3 touches.
No. I want somebody to answer the question.
Say your question.
The question is floor.
What lineup was on the floor tonight when we was down 15? What lineup was that deficient?
Alfred Payton was the point guard.
No, Alfred. Who's the 5 though? Who was the 5?
It was the starting 5, right? Alfred, RJ.
Okay, so the starting 5 was down 15, and I believe that Randall, Knox, Quickly, Rivers, right? Them young boys were on the floor. How did that lead simmer down?
To the bench.
Quickly and Rivers.
Young went to the bench.
So you're just going to dismiss the defense that Knox was playing and the 2 clutch threes that he hit. So we're not going to be even in.
Say something. No one dismissed that.
No. I'm speaking. I'll let you speak. Let me speak. So I'm hearing tonight the right about Kevin Knox. I understand that a lot of people don't like Kevin Knox. I understand. I see it in the chat. I see it through the way people talk about him. I understand that you want to see more. But this is the first season that Knox had good coaching. So you got to give this boy a chance. His role is different from Julius Randle's. Julius Randle is playing in the triangle offense. The triangle offense goes through the bigs, right?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Let Freezy get into this.
Uncle Freezy, my fault. My fault, G. Go ahead. My fault. I just was getting mad at
Just let me get in real quick.
My
Y'all be
fault,
talking.
G.
Y'all eat as.
Let Freezy eat.
Just say a couple things. So first of all, I thought the Knox thing was settled when we had the KW versus the Ghostface Killer. I thought the Ghostface Killer just walked away with this with a absolute slaughter. You know what I'm saying? But we still talking about Knox.
Kev ain't trained.
So somebody else wanted to debate the Ghostface Killer over Knox. And I mean, instead of just talking like blustering for like 4
now we want some positive. Let's turn the talk to quick.
Get back in the ring.
Yeah. Quickly.
I got the perfect.
Oh, okay.
Perfect comparison.
Do we have an official win-loss for KW and the Ghostface?
Yeah, it's an official win for Guillermo on this.
Kev ain't playing for the match.
Hey, you know what? Freezy and I'll be talking that YouTube, it depends on I think subscribers, etc. But I think they offer a polling function. So hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to, instead of us trying to calculate it this way, the chat could see for themselves the polling after each round.
Yeah, we could probably do that, man. I'm and so I like the debate.
Sorry, Freeze, you're breaking up.
Man, StreamYard is the GOAT.
I know, it's breaking my heart.
StreamYard is the GOAT, man. But
because people don't know, Freezy has good internet, man. It's not him. It's not his internet or anything. It's the damn, it's the streaming app that we're using that's driving him and others are crazy at this moment.
Yeah. Well, hey, so can y'all hear me now, or am I still whack?
You're good now, but it goes in and out. So hopefully, Hail Mary, full of grace, keep going, and we'll be able to hear you.
So man, and then I'm doing it from I'm on the with max data, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not, so it's definitely streamed. But anyway, what I want to do is hey Foxy, can I do this with this? Can I reserve the Ghostface Killer and Chuck B only for title fights?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to reserve Chuck B and Legion of the Knicks podcast for big boy debates. And no disrespect to everybody else, slamming heads against walls and stuff, and it don't seem like it's fair. So I need to build up a couple. Then I need to take on Legion of the Knicks.
A super fight.
Because his confidence is through the. Do you not notice how arrogant he was against Kevin? Like he knew he had to win in the bag.
Because Kevin gave up.
Logic never loses. How did God is logic? God doesn't lose.
Never
loses. He's logic.
People don't like Knox. That's all. People don't like Knox. That's all.
In fact, we have
Knox, right. I was the one that covered Knox on it. Let me say something about State real quick. I got love for you, brother, but you got to stop doing this, man. Like, because somebody has an opinion that doesn't agree with you, you just say it's hate. It's no. I literally combated every point that Kevin made, except for maybe the second one, right? I try to combat it with numbers. Numbers don't lie. You can't defeat numbers. He tried to use PER, which everybody knows is a partially flawed stat. Ignaz Brazakis has the highest PR of all small forwards at 47 point, whatever I said, 48.7. I put the link in the chat. How is that me hating Knox? When Knox had a good game against the Bucks, which I just said, right? And he only had 7 points, I thought his impact was great, right? Tonight, Not as much, despite the fact that he throws 2 threes. How is that hate? I criticize everybody the same way. Randall, everybody calls a Randall hater. Randall this year, because given that he's buying into the offense, I give him all the credit in the world. He's tired. He's playing 43 minutes a night. RJ Barrett was shooting terribly for the past 2 or whatever many games before. I gave him slack. Yo, this is unacceptable, right? He can't be doing this if he's going to be asked to be the second playmaker. What hate am I giving? I'm not a fan of any man, bro. You are. So if someone doesn't like Knox, you get on and say, oh my gosh, blah, blah. This is why people block you on Twitter, bro.
Hey, Legion,
You're emotional.
Legion, but Legion, you won the debate. You don't have to.
I'm sorry, man. It's like,
Hey, just real quick, we got a super chat from Quiet Money, again, who predicted Quick was going to have a big game. Shout out to him. His super chat says the most polarizing Nick now goes to Knox. So we can't argue with that, Quiet. So
contacts always matters. It matters.
So
bless you.
I just want to jump in and say I wasn't trying to shade State for that. What I'm saying is if he had a point that he wanted to go against somebody with, you know what I'm saying, and just throwing the point out there and hoping somebody call him out. State call somebody out if they disagree with you. And you feel like you want
to talk about quickly. I'm tired of Knox. Like Knox barely played.
Yeah. Like honestly, I'm good on the Knox talk. We could talk about somebody else, but as far as Gammo talking about, like I like Gammo, that comes from Twitter and all that. Like you getting emotional, you crying. Come on now, bro.
You literally,
crying.
Me and Kevin had an argument, and you tried to say
again. You crying. You crying. Stop crying, bro.
Oh my God.
Come on now.
Hey, State, you're 0-1. He's the champ. Don't forget that.
Bro, he tried to insert himself.
I'm 0-1 because
I'm emotional. All right, got you.
I'm 0-1 because Uncle Freezy asked me a question about Randall, and I couldn't just say garbage. I had to answer the question truthfully, and it was actually pro whoever the person I was debating. Like,
that means you lost.
No, you're 0-1 because you got your ass kicked.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't talk.
We haven't even talked about it, man.
Oh my God.
You wait for the champions to finish. Then you get
If Kevin had said Robert Covington instead of Mike Dunleavy, he probably would have won that round. Could have won that.
Emmanuel quickly.
He will never be Robert Covington in his life.
Wait.
Hey, fellas, we got another super chat, which is a perfect segue. Daryl Pemberton, one of our favorites, and guy, he's going to ask us. He said, "Can we talk about IQ?"
Thank you.
That is a beautiful segue. Daryl, as always, you come to our rescue. So, ladies and gentlemen, Quick in the first half tonight had 1 point, no rebounds, no assists, no turnovers, one personal foul. But he finished the game with 16 points, 4 for 7 shooting, 2 for 3 from 3, 6 for 6 from the line. Boy, and the kid's clutch from the line. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover in 19 minutes, and he led everyone with a 17 plus minus. So this kid Freezy this morning, and again, everyone, please turn into Nick's Morning Drive. Great show this morning, but they were talking about Knoxers and they were talking about Frankers, and I said I'm neither. I'm a Quicker. I love this kid. That fake tonight, Latrell brought it up earlier. What a gorgeous fake and jump. His floaters, and Tibbs said that his timing's off. So I can't wait. And, at the end of, those turnovers at the end of the game when they took out Quick and they brought in Bullock, I think if Quick was on that floor, he would have ran to Randall's rescue for him to, at least drop that ball off. So, JD, I'm going to kick it off. Good to see you, my friend. We're going to kick it off with you. What your thoughts on Quick is tonight?
I'm just looking at Chuck to see how he feels about it.
Let him go first. Let Chuck go first.
I mean, He played awesome. He made he was the difference in the game. To me, he gets the game ball. If you, he played 4 minutes in the first half. I gave like a B+ grade to Tibbs on the game. And the reason I give him an A+ is because I was dumbfounded by why he only played him 4 minutes. Played them the last 13 minutes of the game, and you saw the difference. I felt Peyton played okay, but you saw the difference when Quickly went in simply by the spacing that was on the floor. I noted some key bullet points of his play.
Me too.
Yeah, he let me see. I'm looking at these notes.
Hey, just real quick while you're going through your thing, on my notes, he took from a shot selection. He took a bad 3, and Tibbs immediately pulled him out after that bad 3. And then he came back. So I think it was a learning lesson for him too tonight.
Yeah, he played the last 13 minutes, and when there was 3 minutes and 52 seconds left, there was a challenge play and I felt that challenge play was key because it gave the team with the timeouts, it gave them a lot of time to rest. Tibbs went with 1 unit for the last, I think, 8-9 minutes of the game, and if it wasn't for that challenge play, they would have not gotten that time to rest. The key with Quickly over Peyton for me is simply spacing. And although he's a rookie, he knows how to play the game. Although he's a rookie, you can see the opponent see the scouting report. And even though he hasn't played many games, he hasn't played many minutes, when he's on the court, teams are respecting him and he's getting other players open shots. I mean, Randall missed a couple of wide open shots from the top of the key, and that was off a simple pick and roll with Quickly. So I think once he continues to play and he builds more chemistry with his teammates, I think you'll even see the offense flow a little bit better the more he gets experience. That's basically what I thought about him. I mean, I have some other points, but, just to give everyone else their time, I think it's pretty simple. I would start him soon, and I wouldn't go crazy in terms of playing him 40 minutes or anything like that. But I would like to see him play more with RJ Barrett, just because I think when he's on the floor with RJ has more lanes and more space to get to the basket easier than he does with Peyton. I saw.
What'd you think of the Quivers, the birth of the Quivers backcourt?
I think it's something that we're gonna see for a lot of them together, potentially finishing games.
Yeah, you know what I'm excited about in my notes? I have a couple of things. Pass to Randall for missed 3. Quick should have taken the shot. Call for a travel. He should have taken the 3. So what I'm looking for, he's being too unselfish at the moment. I can't wait till he gets his timing down where he takes those shots.
Let me just get these 2 quick ones I do have here with Q. I noticed an adjustment the Hawks made late. They put Cam Reddish on Emmanuel Quickly very late in the game. When I saw that adjustment, that tells me everything I needed to know about how they felt he was impacting the game. The other thing is that clutch Austin Rivers shot, that 3-point shot that he hit, it was created off a Quickly drive where Trae Young cheated to the paint just because Quickly was penetrated. And that's what I mean about spacing. If it was, Mary Alfred Payton, that would not happen. And so those are just 2 basketball points. There's a much more film, I guess, if you break it down, you'll see what I mean in terms of the spacing between him and Peyton, and why I think, although Peyton gives you that organizing and veteran leadership and all that other stuff, at the same time, Quickly is just creating more plays for his teammates.
Okay. Hey, Mo, you want to take it?
Yeah. Whoever's putting up the D+, I agree. Like, they were wrong. Everybody got it wrong. Like, I was looking at Emmanuel Quickly's like freshman year to sophomore year at Kentucky. His freshman year, he averaged 5 points a game, and then in the second year, he averaged 16 points a game. So I wonder like what happened like between those 2 years. But tonight was amazing, man. Like the boy only played 3 minutes at one point, and like it just like when he at one point, and then when he came in, it was just like literally everything started clicking. Like that fake with RJ, like everything was clicking. I mean, the only question now is like how many threes is he going to be taking a game? Because like he's going to be an efficient. He's going to be. I think he's going to be an efficient player. And how many threes is he going to be taking a game? How much like freedom is he going to like earn this year? Like that's the big thing, because like he's the best guard on our team. Like there's no reason he shouldn't be playing. Like I know damn well Tibbs knows the difference between Alfred Payton minutes and Emmanuel Quickley minutes. So like at this point, it's politics. Like that's the reason why Payton would be playing. So like I like he's just everything you want in a player. I'm confused as to whether like why he sat out at the end of the game. Like you know when like Reggie Bullock like did that bullshit, threw it against the back of the backboard. Like why was Emmanuel Quickley not on the court? Like I didn't understand that. So
I think it was just the old fashioned that I trust a vet in this pressure filled situation.
Yeah,
we found out real quick that was a bad. JD, you have something to say, my friend?
Yeah, he did it for that one possession off the timeout to defend Kevin Herter. Quickly was on him on the previous possession, and I mean what it looks like Tibbs was thinking just a little bit more size to put on Kevin Herter to contest a potential 3-point shot, but that almost cost him because of the out of bounds play later on. The Knicks didn't have any guards other than Rivers. So that decision, that substitution almost cost us. I see why he did it. I just disagree with it.
Yeah, that's a great point, because I think I remember Clyde or Breen or who was calling the game said that he's 6'6" or so, or that he wanted to bring in a bigger guy like Bullock to put on him rather than the smaller Quick. So yep, that's a great point.
Bullock's gotta go.
So Mo, you finished?
I mean, like I don't really have much else to say, but IQ is the future, and like I'd love to see him and like another point guard that we get in the 2021 draft like run our future. I'm running with this guy. He reminds me of Steph like very weirdly with his like faith, based morals and just like God first, shooting threes from the logo. Like I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Man, from Kentucky to here, he's worked on his handles big time, man. His handles are much better than they were in college. So really props to the guy.
Or maybe we didn't even get a chance to see it. We just didn't get a chance to see it.
I know.
Yeah.
Rob, your thoughts on Quick tonight?
Oh, it's what I said. I seen him in college. I had a friend whose nephew played on that team, Montgomery. He's from Florida, so I did get the chance to see Quickly. But when he got in the pros, it was just like, that's a different talent. I noticed that as soon as I seen it. I called that a long time ago. You can see poise, determination, and ability. He got it all. And what he did today, I think really the reason why he didn't play so much in the first half, I was thinking more about his injury. He wanted to save him when he needed him instead of just putting him out there first, being that he just got back. And he saved him for the minutes that he thought that he would need him down the end, because on both sides of the ball, it was easy scoring. But look, watching this game again, I just want to bring up something. I'm not trying to bring up Kevin Knox. In a 3.5 minute span, Kevin Knox got all his work in. He was responsible for 12 points in them 3.5 minutes on that comeback. So in that time frame, it was like 3.5 minutes. He went to work right there, and he put the right then and there. That was like, it was kind of impressive just watching that again. But
how'd you come up with that math? The 2 threes and 2 assists?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. His 3, and then he gave because his 3 that he gave to Doc Rivers, that was on another 3, because Doc hit the 3 off a Knox assist. So he went through a little 12, 11-minute rant and played good solid defense in that little 3 minutes. So that's something to look forward to. And quickly he commands the floor. A point guard when you see one. It doesn't take long. You watch basketball long enough, you see
Floor
a point
general.
guard, you'll know him when you see one. He has the quickness, he has the savvy, he has the deception, and he has the shot.
And he has, as his initials say, he has the IQ.
Yeah, exactly. He got what you want in a point guard. You know, and then don't forget how he picked Trey Young going to the basket in the fourth quarter.
Woo!
He picked them backwards.
Yeah, I have
You
that.
know, like,
That was a tough play.
Look at
Oh,
Chuck.
yeah.
Look at Chuck. Chuck hated.
oh man, you know. Hey, look,
I'm
like
not,
they
I'm not
say,
hating. I'm just knowing it's going to be an hour before I get to talk. So
I know what you're
I'm
gonna say.
taking a nap.
I know what you're gonna
you
say.
said all
Chuck.
you needed to say in your tweet.
I'm taking a nap. Go ahead.
All right. So with that being said, you know, everybody, I'm gonna leave enough for everybody to eat off of quickly. Go ahead, State.
Yo, shout outs to CBS too, because they definitely gave Emmanuel Quickly a D plus. But yo, man, this kid, like we was a plus 17 when he was on the court, and his per 36 numbers right now is looking like 24 points per game. This kid could really put the ball in the basket, and he gave us a spark in the backcourt. He led a 15-point turnaround. Like, that is really amazing to me. Like, and also he wakes up the whole offense. I like the spacing. I like his defense. I like the defense on Trey Young in the fourth quarter. 16 points in 19 minutes plus 17. I mean, it's nothing else I need to say, man. Just shout outs to Emmanuel Quickly. Shout outs to Walt Parent drafting him. That was a great draft pick. Damn, like I'm more excited to win now with Quickly and these boys. And shout outs to Alfred Payton too, because Quickly shouted out Alfred Payton about his veteran leadership. So I can appreciate Alfred for that. But overall, man, everybody's saying the same thing, and I agree with him, man. Quickly, I hope he starts soon. Don't rush him. You know, up his minutes per game, and we'll be straight.
So could I ask you an important question? Could I now include you with myself as a quicker?
Yes.
All right.
I'm on board. I'm on board. And you know, not to bring up Knox, but it seemed like every time Quickly's on the court, Knox activates. So hey, whatever. And Julius Randle activates too, and RJ Barrett. It seems he activates the whole.
All the above.
Yep, all of the above. Like, I can't even single out nobody. Yo, shout outs to Chuck too, man, with DSJ in the 15 to 7, you know. But yeah, go Chuck.
All right, Latrell, and then we'll kick it to Chuck.
All right, I'll be really quick, and then I'm gonna head off. But this was fun. I'll just say this: State's point is correct. He makes RJ more comfortable. He makes Kevin Knox more comfortable. He makes Julius Randle more comfortable, and he makes me comfortable. Okay. First of all, when he made that fake on the sideline, I've said this, and I'm being honest. You know, I'm always honest with you. He faked me out, and I don't usually get faked out by people when they do moves. Okay, I usually know what's coming. He faked me out. He got me out of my chair. Okay,
David Blaine, man, for sure.
Number two, he had another floater to start the fourth quarter where it was from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't one of those little happy floaters that we've seen him, which are also beautiful. He like literally threw that thing from far out. Then he hits a 3-pointer with 4 seconds on the shot clock with a pick and roll, steps into it. Fearless. Okay. This kid's fearless. I'll quickly just say this. The strip that Rob is talking about was a tough play because he was from behind, and he had the IQ to not foul and reach in, and he got it done. And that was not a foul on that play. And then the last thing I'll say about the kid is he's from Maryland, and that's where I'm from. But you guys have a good night, and it's all love. No matter, even if we disagree, it's all love. And I'll talk to you guys Wednesday.
Everyone, please check out Latrell Sprewell, the American Dreams content. He's a great guy, great content, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
Peace out, guys.
Okay, Chuck, sorry for the delay. It's Chuck time. What you think about Quick?
Oh boy.
Be quick.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
First of all, I don't know if everybody was lying or just lack of knowledge, but Quickly is not a point guard. Okay. Quickly is a combo guard. There's a difference. And I would not start Quickly. I would keep him with Rivers. I would only start Quickly if Rivers is starting beside him. Those two play great off of each other. He had a good game tonight. The 1 assist showed the non-point guard in him. Good shooter. Great at drawing fouls.
Fantastic. Let me ask you a question, Chuck. Have you ever seen a rookie that has this talent at this stage of his career drawing fouls like this?
I never seen a rookie get the calls that he's getting. Like, it's quite unbelievable that he's he's getting veteran calls early. So yeah, but the shooting is there. I give him that. And that's all.
Hey Chuck, wipe the blood off the back of your teeth. It looked like you had to pull a tooth to say that.
Give me my money. you lost a bet.
I didn't lose no bet. You know I didn't
give
lose
you my
no
money
bet.
so I can buy a new.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Yo, we got a better record.
23-minute threshold was the safety.
Hey, fellas, I have a super chat. I'm sorry, Kaiser Soze. I don't want you to think that we forgot you, but your question at the moment didn't. Kaiser Soze in his super chat, he asked, should Randall be traded or not for assets while his value is peaked?
No, you keep that man. You keep that man. We have a guy who's like channeling LeBron James. He's channeling LeBron James.
Oh my God.
It's tough.
More like Etta James.
It's tough. You got to be conflicted, man. You got to. At the end of the day, just because Obi is hurt and we haven't seen him in 2 weeks, I understand Randall is playing super well.
See, young Knicks fans are conflicted because they never seen an all-star.
The OGs?
All-star on your team.
Hey, State, let me ask you a question. I heard you the other night, and I love your takes, but the dude is 26 years old. You're acting like he's 400.
It's not that. It's like you could have drafted me Devin Vassell or somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Like Randall is playing so well that I can't sit here and say with my heart of hearts that I'm gonna just give him up for assets. Like he's playing too well. Like it's tough, but Obi plays the same position.
It doesn't matter. It's enough minutes. And Randall's playing 40 minutes right now.
Let him play on the bench, bro.
I would agree with y'all if Obi was 19, 20, but he's 22. And all I heard for 8-9 months is he's not a project.
Hey, look, it doesn't matter. Long as he get learning minutes, because he's going to need learning minutes.
I agree with
that. To learn under. He doesn't have to press. He's not going to be in the paper. Let him get his learning minutes. This is the way to bring him on.
Listen, we keep winning. We keep. I give you this. We win the next 2 games. You would not hear me talk about Randall and Obi ever again. That is dead. That's what I got for y'all.
If he continues to average 7 assists a game, he's going to the All-Star game.
He is because he's in New York and there's New York fans all around the world. And I think RJ is sneaking there too. If RJ keep giving these performances, shout outs to Dennis Smith Jr. And and Frank Ntilikina fans, but it's looking real.
It's clipped to that, man. It's over. I'm so happy it's over.
I'm sad because we traded Porzingis for DSJ. I'm sad because we drafted Frank. I love Frank, but I gotta be a realist. When I watch Austin Rivers play, he gotta play. Burks gotta play. Alfred, I hate Alfred, but he gotta play.
Like, if we keep winning, I can't say no because I'm not used to this winning. I'm younger than y'all. I've only watched at least 2 winning seasons from the Knicks since I was 10 years old. That's really bad.
we didn't get to see the 90s Knicks.
No, and I haven't had draft picks, right? My whole teenage years from 2000 to 2010. I didn't have really no draft picks to cheer for. We traded for Melo. Cool. Jamal Murray scores 50 points in a playoff game. You're kidding me? I don't want to trade no draft picks. And then when I'm looking at us winning, it's good basketball. Like, I can't get bad. Like, I don't know, bro. Randall can make me a believer. He get 2 more wins, I'm sold. I'm good.
Hey, I've been surprised. I really like the ball movement. Obviously, the defense. So we're seeing the culture change before our eyes.
Did you see Wesley Worldwide West chest bump RJ give them young boys a dap at the end of the game?
That was hype.
Hype.
Hey, by the way, State Devin Vassell. He's played 5 games so far. He's only averaging a little over 1-3 a game. He's shot 7 threes for the year, but he's dropping them at 43%.
I'm good with my guys.
But here's the argument to what I'm saying. We probably got the best young front court in the East when Obi come back in that fold, because that's scary. That's a little. I'm a little intrigued now. Chuck, we beat the Bucks by 20. We beat the Bucks by 20, Chuck. Come on now. Come on. What Tibbs got to do to make you a believer, Chuck?
You said Obi name, though. What Obi got to do with any of that?
Because Obi getting coached under Tibbs. I ain't worried about Obi. I ain't worried about Obi.
No, you said with Obi, we got the best
young front court grouping in the Eastern Conference. Yes.
But you included Obi in that.
Yeah. When Obi come back, he's going to produce. You kidding me?
What? Oh my God!
All right.
Oh, it's time.
I got to see Obi play with.
When Dennis Smith Jr. going to play? Let me ask you that question.
Who cares? He don't have to play no more. Him and Frank on. It don't matter. You can't use that. You can't use that. Obi.
You got 2 draft picks next season.
By your Obi. Obi is the most unnecessary pick we had in 5 years.
Oh, God.
Yo, Julius keeps on playing 44 minutes a game. He's going to break something.
The most
going to get hurt.
40 minutes.
What pick was more? What pick was less necessary than Obi?
Depth is something that you need in the NBA.
No, that's not what I asked you.
I don't know.
What lottery pick was less necessary than Obi?
What?
Right?
What type of question is that?
The center? Like,
no. The Knicks. I said he's
for the Knicks in the past.
Out of the last 5 years,
Frank
was necessary. He just bust. But
we didn't have a point guard. We needed a point guard, so that was the necessary.
You see okay, you see where I'm going.
Every pick was necessary. The Knicks have no talent.
Well, like we Obi wasn't. We need talent.
Necessary. That's the
every pick was necessary. The Knicks haven't had any talent.
No.
We needed the best player available. Obi was the best player available.
Talent is always necessary.
You kidding me?
Talent is always necessary.
So you didn't hear the statement.
We don't agree with you.
Because you don't know what you're disagreeing with. I'm trying to school you.
We knew what IQ
talent
was.
is necessary.
That's why we level. Tyrese Halliburton.
We drafted Frank. We needed a point guard, right? That was necessary, even though he's garbage.
Who would you
have drafted? Knox. We needed a wing. Hold up. Let me go. We drafted Knox. We needed a wing, right? We drafted RJ. That was an obvious pick.
Why?
Oh, he was the obvious pick.
He was just like Obi was.
No.
We
needed.
We did not have to pick him.
Who was our shooting guard?
He's not a shooting guard.
Who?
RJ is not a shooting guard.
But RJ playing shooting guard.
He's playing shooting guard. He's a scorer. He's not a shooting guard.
Yo, he
That's
just
a
did
difference.
25.
What
There's a
scorer got to
difference.
do with position? You said he's a scorer. He's not a shooting
That's
guard.
right.
That made
He's
no
a scorer.
sense.
He's not
What
a shooting
scorer got
guard.
to do with position? Shaq's a
Because he
scorer.
got
Does
the
that
height.
make him a
He
shooting guard?
has the height to play the 2 or the 3.
Okay, whatever. Obi, that pick. Our best player was a power forward, correct?
Not at the time.
Randall was our best player when we drafted Obi.
Not the way he played last year. Not the
No,
way he
not the way he played last year.
Randall
Not
wasn't
the
our
way he
best
played
player
last
last year. Randall wasn't our best player last year?
Not
No,
the
he
way
was
he
garbage.
played. He was expendable last year.
That's not the question. Was Randall our best player last year?
Mitch was our best player last year.
Facts. Most impactful.
Hey, boot me out of here.
Where you know? That was our only strategy last year was lob to Mitch. Bro, we was lobbing to Mitch. That's all we did last year.
I'm on a timeout.
Chuck, if you take Randall the way he was playing last year, right, and you take the way some of these players are playing this year, would he be the best player? I just want to know.
That's a good question.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, you're not really. You're probably right. You could be right.
No, it ain't a probably. I am right.
No.
We drafted somebody to
No.
replace our, not to replace, maybe not to replace, but we drafted somebody at the position of our best player. So that's
So what? He wasn't playing like the best player last year.
Yes, he was. 2010.
He wasn't
I'd
playing.
rather have Todd Gibson in the game than Julius Randle last year.
Facts.
No,
Who,
that
the
was
spin
Mitch.
move?
Gibson started
The
over
walking
Mitch. What are you
machine?
talking about?
You talking about spin drive? He was spin drive last year.
He was
Garbage.
spinning this year.
No, he has not spin moved nothing this year.
He
No.
hasn't spun this year.
He was spinning and passing right for the corner.
Exactly.
He'll do a great play.
If he does the spin, it's a half spin into a pass.
Nah. This
It's
can't
a
be
half
real.
spin into a pass.
This kid, y'all must share a brain. This ain't right.
What? We had Phil Jackson. What type of brain you talking about for the past 5 years? This is the first year we had
Phil Jackson.
Yo, this is the first year we had coaching. We had Jeff Horner trash. We had David Fizzass. We had Mike Mill doo-doo. And now we got Tom
We had
Thibodeau.
6 coaches in the last 6 years.
What do any of that got to do with Randall being the best player? That was the question.
Coaching mattered. I didn't know that coaching actually mattered until this year.
What they got to do with Randall being the best player? I'm talking about I ain't talking about coaching. I'm talking about who the best player was.
Listen, he was the best player, but he was doodle ball.
Whoa.
Best players get traded.
You literally said Mitch was our best player.
Nah, I was trolling. I'm telling you, Randall was our best player, but he was a horrible watch. Like, I hated Randall. Randall was trash last season.
Hey, didn't they trade Kyrie Irving? He was the best player.
Say you didn't like his game, but don't say he wasn't the best player. Just say you didn't like his game, his style of play.
Bro, he was trash, bro.
But
He got 20 and 10 for himself. He didn't.
All right, so tell Mitch to do it. Tell Mitch to get 20 and 10 for himself since he's the best player. How about that?
No, Mitch was the most positive player for that team last year. Like that, you can't say Mitch wasn't the most positive player for that team last year.
You're not saying much with saying Randall was the best player on last year's team.
Just the point. He was the best player, and they drafted somebody
Yeah,
at his
we was ready to sacrifice him.
Because you scored the most points doesn't mean you're the best player.
We were ready to sacrifice him.
All right. Okay. So
we was going to sacrifice him anyway.
Whoa. This year's team is better, right?
Yes.
And he's the best. Wait, and he's the best player on this team. So how the hell wasn't he the best player on last year's team, which was worse?
Because we hated him.
My point is, they trade best players. He didn't fit last year. He was doing him. He wasn't doing team.
Freezy, 1, 2, 3, 4. Freezy, I want 4 wins for this. I want 4 wins for this. These guys is drunk.
Man.
4. Give me
Man.
4 wins.
Man,
Randall had me almost jump off my balcony a couple games. Don't you dare say, man, he was so garbage last season, bro. He was a bad watch, bro.
I personally don't think behind the scenes, I don't think that even management on Leon Rose thought that Randall would elevate his game to the way that he has, to where he's having somewhat similar stats to last year, other than his assists, but his numbers this year are actually impacting the game.
Oh my!
I don't know that
like
they.
this dude.
I don't know that.
like this
game last year, he just didn't have as much help.
It's mostly the same team, other than the draft picks.
Burke was here. Burke was here. Quickly was here.
But Burks hasn't. At this point, Burks has missed half the season already.
Rivers was here.
Rivers wasn't here, but he's okay. He's a role player, but that's it.
It's a different team, but like
Rivers and Burks have missed like about half the season. What about the other games that Randall has impacted the game?
Unbelievable, these guys.
I mean,
so what I'm saying, here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm giving you the perspective of what I think management. I don't think they thought that Randall would probably even start the season as a Knick, and they drafted Obi. I don't think that they thought that Randall would elevate his game to the point that he has. So they probably covered themselves up and said, let's draft Obi. He dropped. They saw him as the best, most ready-made talent. They felt they couldn't miss. They've missed on all these draft picks, and he felt like the safe pick. So they said, let's go with Obi. We'll probably trade Randall anyways. And now he's made it an actual debate with his play. He's made it a difficult decision to where now the Knicks may have to consider even picking up his option next year. And it's not a foregone conclusion that he'll get traded this year, because now the Knicks have some leverage in negotiations. Before the season started, we were talking about giving him up for whatever we can get.
You was talking about that. We don't know what you're talking about. You don't talk about that. The fact is, you assuming a lot. I'm not assuming anything. The fact is, they drafted their best position on the team. That's the fact. You saying they was going to trade him, they didn't know. We don't know that.
You can always use depth, though. It's not a bad pick.
But
you got depth out of a position. You found your point guard.
You don't go for depth. You got to establish.
Look, check this out, though.
You got to establish a core before you go for depth.
Look, you got Rivers. You got Quickly. You got him. You got depth at that position. It worked out.
Look, before you go for depth, you would establish a starting five before you start building a bench. You don't build a bench before you build the starter.
We have a starting five.
Okay. Hey, y'all. Let me jump in here real quick.
Oh my God.
Real quick.
Yeah, please.
So we gonna
and they're winning.
We gonna hold on for a second. We gonna wrap up here, man. Man, this show right here was fire. Listening to it was dope. Hey, Foxy stayed on super long to get in it and mix it up with y'all. Hey, thank you, Foxy, for that. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, my pleasure. Hey, Freezy, you doing after hours today?
No, man. I think, yeah, hey, man. I don't think you need to put sauce on this steak.
I agree.
Know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wrap it here. But what I want to say to everybody is if you like Knicks content like this, subscribe to the channel, like the live stream, join the video chat, join the virtual chat, turn on your notifications, share on social media. Continue to support the show and continue to help it grow in any way you can. The KMD in the mornings, the Nick at Night podcast. We have Knicks versus coming. We got the Freezy Awards coming this year also. So just keep an eye out on that. Thank you for the point guard, Foxy, for doing a dope show. Appreciate it.
Hey, Freeze. Congratulations, you hit 1170 now on subscribers.
Sweet.
Hey, Freezy, any teasers for tomorrow morning show?
For this morning show?
Yeah, for this morning show.
I probably the Twitter poll. I hadn't put the Twitter poll up yet, but we'll review the KMD Twitter poll results for the Knicks morning drive at 8:45 this morning. I'm sure that the guests that come on are going to be fired up and excited after another W. So I just want to say thank you to everybody for that. Also, So also we have the Cash App. So if you want to contribute in other ways, you can do the Cash App. It is $ Lawrence Tears. For those that want to contribute in other ways. And so I think that'll be it, Foxy. Hey, thanks to everybody that came through and contributed and such. And we'll holler at y'all tomorrow.
God bless everyone. Thanks
God
so much
bless.
for your support.
See you,
We'll see you tomorrow. You're the best.
Yep.
See you.
All right.